I wonder what this button does here.
Oh no, not that one.
Blind and Beyond.
Blind and Beyond.
It's the Blind and Beyond show.
With Hershi Trivedi.
And Dave Hillbrand.
He'll be talking to all kinds of interesting people in the blindness community and beyond. I wonder where they could be. Let's check on them now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey Hirsch, something weird is happening, man. I think we're landing. Wow.
Good evening. I think we have landed right here in the studio. Good evening, everybody. So we're just a little bit late, but you'll understand, I'm sure. You always do. And we had some extenuating circumstances. We got lots of moving parts tonight on the show. And I'm Dave here in Orlando, Florida, and with a cast of thousands, we've also got our buddy Hershi Trivedi.
Hey, do you hear me, guys? Are we hearing
I
me?
can.
You can't hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're coming in. There you go. A little bit
I'm
better
coming
there
in?
now. Yep, he's way in the distance, but he's there.
I'm distant. What do you mean, Dave? Come on,
Yeah.
Dave. Like, I'm distant. Let me turn up the volume up. I think I need to turn the volume up here. 1 second. Can you turn the volume up there, Pedro?
Yeah, maybe just a tiny bit, but Hershey's got a good excuse for being distant.
What is my audio like? What is the audio like, guys? You know I'm an audio stickler here.
You sound
Can you
very
hear
good.
me?
You sound like you're talking through a Kleenex box.
I sound like I'm
I love
talking to a
that sound.
Kleenex box. What do you mean?
That's a beautiful sound.
No Kleenex boxes here.
Hey,
I'm better?
Your levels.
Maybe I gotta.
That's
My
much
levels
better
good?
there.
Oh, okay. Wait, hold up. I gotta adjust it a little bit. Let's see. Like this? No?
Yeah, not
Oh,
bad.
maybe it's maybe that one, right? That button? Is it that button? Can you hear me?
That sounds good. Yeah.
It sounds good. Hey, sorry.
little-
A little what?
A little
what,
bit
Mike?
echoey, but very good. I wouldn't change it.
Well, echoes
Wouldn't change
happen
a
because
thing.
you know what? Screw the echoes. Your heart's gonna thump when I get you this next story. Trust me. Echoes is okay, but guess where I'm at, Dave?
Oh, I know where you're at. Why don't you tell the world?
Tell the world? Okay, I'll tell the world. I'm not at home.
No, that is true.
Oh, you knew that. Sorry.
And of
What I'm
course,
trying to get at. What
on
I'm
that
trying to get at.
spaceship, anything could happen. You know, when you hit that button, we never know where you're going to land.
Hey,
So.
speaking of spaceships, oh my God. But that's another time, okay? Stick around for this channel and the other channel too. We were going to simulcast. We had a little blip, and that's honesty, because we like learning new tools, Zoom, this, that. So it's always worth it. If you're blind, it doesn't matter, because you could go beyond being blind, right? You're just a person that is blind. Doesn't mean that blindness is you. Would you agree, Dave?
There you go, and that is so true. And we're gonna, as always, we're gonna talk about blind people that are stepping out of their comfort zone and sometimes, certainly going beyond blindness, but
Right.
sometimes going out of the comfort zone. Like I say, sometimes things are not easy right at first, but we go for it anyway.
Dave, I went out of my comfort zone and I visited the state of Indiana. No, I'm comfortable with Indiana. I love Indiana. You remember Reggie Miller? You remember the basketball player Reggie Miller?
Oh, yeah, I know Reggie.
Yeah. Well, our good friend, we have lots to unpack today, seriously. And we have some guests from Canada, too. Hey, Mike, I'm going to shout you out. We have this team geared up today. Mike came in, and he was there, and he's staying. So thank you for the TD work for Mike Latta, Cross Tracks. Check him out, up in Canada as a distributor. Anyway, out here, I just want to say this much. I'm actually in Indianapolis, and I came here for the Indy 500. I've never seen a race. I actually am from Daytona Beach originally, ladies and gentlemen. All these years, I've never seen a race over there. However, I saw the race in Indiana. We have a friend here. I call him friend now, but the CEO of Tactile Engineering, who produced the Cadence tablet. So as you can see right here, I'm kind of got my hand around it. This is just one of them, right? This is a solo. So we'll talk more about that. This is not the point here of importance, but this is that device. I'm going to come back to this device because we talk about the brand so much. It's because they're good guys. That's a lot of guys in it.
They are
I
good
wanna talk to
guys,
some
for
girls,
sure.
but let's put this down for a second. And what I'm coming in at, I was honored to be here amongst, oh my God, so many wonderful people, kind people, starting from the people that work at the racetrack to even having media pass. If you watch the race on Fox or any network, guess what? I was in the same room with everybody else. I was that guy.
Exactly. And we would definitely want to talk more about that.
We'll talk about after
as
the
well.
show. But as on Thursday, or Wednesday I landed, I think. Yeah, Wednesday. Thursday I landed and I was like, let's go to Tactile Engineering. I've never been. So we went through the whole factory. It's crazy. And there was a gentleman there at one of the tables. And we were just having a chit chat. We were all kind of decompressing after flights and this and that. And so, I was like, Anthony, okay, then Paul, okay, Adam, Alan, Jimmy, Johnny. No, wait, actually, there is a real Johnny. But without any further ado, I would love for you to first meet Johnny because I want to respect his time. We are ragged. We are running all week. And some people want to probably at least grab some dinners, I know. So we want to make it as quick as possible. But I do not want to take Mr. Johnny's time. And yes, we're talking about Johnny. And let me introduce you to him first. So it is SOHO Johnny to my right. Welcome, sir. Welcome to the Blind and Beyond show.
How are you, Hershi?
Doing great. How did you enjoy the race, boss?
I think it was the 110th annual Indy
Yes, it was.
500.
Yep.
And it's the most historical one because there's never been a race that close, 0.02 seconds. Wasn't that amazing?
Ooh. You know why I don't know that information? I was running around.
I know you were. I know you. I'm a witness to that.
Brenda and
you.
I were
So-
watching the race though, and it was awesome. Super close. So it was exciting.
I would also like you to meet my co-host, Dave Hillbrand. He's on the screen. I know we don't have big screen set up right here. I apologize. We did this on a run and gun as we did.
No,
but
we're
this is
good.
what we love to do. No scripts here, right?
Hello to the co-host. Everything's organic. We're not
Hey,
completely
Soho Johnny, good to
unscripted
meet you,
here,
man.
And we love it that way. So I roll the
Perfect.
same way as you gentlemen and
Thank
ladies
you.
out there in the audience.
Yes.
And I want to thank all of you for the privilege of being on your show. And,
Certainly.
And the beautiful
Hey, look,
things and
one
sense
moment,
of community.
one moment, please, sir. If I could just do a thing. Indy. Oh, sorry, my bad. Hey, Indy. How you been? Nah, I'll tell you about Indy later. We were talking about Johnny. So I know what I'm doing with that word Indy, right? My camera guy would say, Indy, say it again, sir. Indy. Okay, he's over there. Now I'm looking straight at you. I was looking over there the whole time, right? And you're like, why the hell is he giving me a profile picture? Anyway, I'm right here looking at you. And so Johnny's correct. That race was incredibly close. Felix won the race, number 60. And it's funny, all I knew who won is number 60. I had no clue of the driver's name when I was there. It's not that I'm embarrassed, but it's just so much happening at once. So many sensory overload things.
It's hard to
this, that,
keep
other.
track of it all, that's for sure.
Right. So did you have a sensory overload for you, Johnny?
It was my first time at the Indy 500.
Okay.
Okay, and I got to meet, as you said before, akin to what you said before, I met some beautiful people such as yourself.
Thank you.
And the whole
Appreciate
Tactile
that.
team having
Yeah.
a presence there at Indy 500, and I'd love to talk about that in a few minutes.
Sure.
And how it was for me. And I just think it's wonderful. My name is SOHO Johnny. I'm founder of Let Me Help Inc.
Okay.
LetMeHelpInc.org is
Could
the
you
website.
tell me more about what does that mean? What's it? Make me help? Let me help?
Let Me Help Inc.
Okay,
is-
Let Me Help Inc.
Let Me Help Inc. INC.
And
the
it's all
website,
capitalized.
Let Me Help Inc. INC.org is the website.
Perfect.
It's a foundation that I founded years ago.
Okay.
Just a little my background. I used to do shows when I was younger to raise money for American Cancer Society because my dad died from cancer.
What a gift
many,
to have.
many years
wow,
ago.
Johnny, please, that's incredible, man. Like, my mom
you.
died from cancer too in 2023.
You know what? It touches all
Metastatic.
of us, and it was a beautiful thing. But when I lost my mom to COVID, one of the first victims, I took it a notch up. I wanted to manifest. We all grieve. Death is part of life. And then I started Let Me Help Inc. and .org. And we did shows for raising money for all different types of causes. And I'm very, very proud to have met through, you know, in life, I believe that we have so many different aha moments or magical moments allotted to all of our lifetimes.
Right.
You know, the typical ones are marriage or having children or making a best friend or just seeing some miraculous moment or experiencing something. And maybe this is one of mine now. I had the fortune of meeting a gentleman by the name of Dave Schleppenbach,
yes, we both.
who is the CEO and a founder, and with his incredible team of Tactile and their invention here,
Right.
the Cadence device. And I learned all about what a wonderful thing this is doing to help increase the experiential aspect and communicative aspect of the blind community, both children and adults, and bringing them together and be able to experience things, and donating time and working with the Indy 500 and being in their tent is a privilege for me to see how everybody and the kids, such as yourself and everybody using this, and able to experience something like that. It brought nothing but joy and love and warmth to my heart. I think it's a wonderful device, and a shout out to everybody. And everybody, including you, and everybody being brand ambassadors.
Man, I'm just gonna keep on hugging you, brother.
No, but this is real life stuff. Right?
Yeah,
This is what I mean. It's not about me. It's about the experience, about life, and it's about it's about us.
And it really was great.
We're doing this right now, living in the moment.
I'm sorry I don't have you headphoned up. Again, we're all running, gunning, but my co-host has some words for you, or he's asking me something in my ears. So let me convey. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say it was. It's great to be able to see the kids on the Tactile Engineering page where they're able to actually feel as the cars went around.
Right.
But Hershi will repeat
You know what,
it back.
Dave? I'll tell you what. Let's see if we could get him some audio. Again, this is an organic
Hershi,
show.
You could just repeat it for me. We can
No,
do it
let's see,
organically.
Mr. Backpack, Mr. Cameraman. There's my backpack here. I have a pair of Sonys in there. And if you could hook him up through that for monitoring, or will it not work?
That's not a big deal. You go right ahead,
It's not a
because
big
that way
deal? Okay, go
we're
right
not going to
ahead. Okay.
hold up.
We could
stuff.
do it, but you see, this is me. This is how precision I like to be, because everyone should be able to hear. And I made a mistake to, not necessarily a mistake, but we have 20 pieces of audio gear, because what about a failure happens? Today we had a couple failures, but not bad failures. If you don't fail, you're not going to learn. Fail forward. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
There you go.
It's all. We all have a responsibility, despite what has been given to us, or what we have, to give back in some respect.
Right.
Okay. It's a circular pattern of life, and that's my certain belief. And I think that's part of There's been so much warmth in the Tactile tent, and everybody I met in that organization, and I would never would have met you, have been so heartfelt. So I think when you're involved with charity, you meet such beautiful people. It's just a common denominator of love.
Right. Dave, go ahead and ask that question again, and I will convey just the question piece and then let you speak on it once I finish asking Mr. Johnny about the question.
Well, I wasn't actually asking a question. I was just commenting that it was so nice.
Sorry.
It was nice to be able to see on the Tactile Engineering page today that a bunch of little kids were able to touch the tablet, the Cadence tablet, and actually feel the race cars as they went around. So it was neat to hear see and hear the reactions of the kids.
That's, children are the world, right, as they say, and that's where it came from. And what other experiences, Mr. Johnny, did you feel? Dave was just kind of commenting alongside, because 2 years ago he actually experienced something similar by coming with Miss Brenda, his wife, and he's totally blind, matter of fact. I'm going to try to get you some audio. Don't worry. You got that 3.5 there, buddy? It's not going to work. Okay, so it's not going to work.
It's okay. You could just
but
repeat.
We're repeating, right? We have to be impromptu. Doesn't mean if I'm blind or not. I did the tap. We have hand signals too. But a blind and a sighted person are actually working together. How about that? It works. You just have to have practice. Practice of how do you speak, communicate. Because let me give you one quick stat. Mr. Johnny, do you realize how many people were there?
How many people were
at Indy 500?
Oh, well, I understand the specs are as much as 250, 350,000 people.
You're speculating, Johnny. 350,000. 350,000.
350,000. I think this is one of the biggest.
That was they sold out.
I can't believe it, isn't it?
You came to that race that they sold out with the closest. How many seconds was that?
0.02 seconds. What
the hell?
It was remarkable. If I had to pick any of them, I
Yeah.
probably would have picked this one. Besides meeting
you know,
great
one
people.
car was the most beautiful. To you ladies out there, now breast cancer is a thing. That's why pink is close to me. I think my tie is pink. I'll have to go use my app phone and go figure it out later. But what was really, really, really incredible is the chrome look on Leg's car. What's her first name? Leg. Catherine Legg. But anyhow, it was so cool to go through and be almost, I could touch the paint, like that close. And I don't want to give it away, but Johnny, you know who I met?
Who?
Who did you meet first? Let me ask you first.
I met so many different participants there. I don't know all their names, but they
Well,
were coming by
do
the
you
tent.
know that thing that's up there in the sky called the moon?
Yes, I do.
You remember that thing that went around and did like the loop-de-loop?
Oh, yes. There was
Artemis
so many
2?
different things. Yeah, they had the.
You remember
the
Artemis
arm-
2, right? Guess what happened?
What happened?
I'm standing there. My camera guy's like, hey, there's a guy in a blue NASA suit. You want to see him? Okay. I walk forward. Turn around. Handler's talking to us. I saw Mr. Hansen, who actually went to flip back and came back to Earth.
Oh my gosh, yes. That's
What the-
right. You never know.
You never know who you're
You
seeing.
never know
but-
who you're gonna meet. I
But
know-
he's such a kind gentleman. He's tall. He's wearing like a blue suit and all that. But I was at pit lane, pit road, all that Start line. What did they call it? Checkered lines? I'm from Daytona. I don't know what y'all call it. Do you know what they call it over there? Start finish line?
No, I don't. I'm not really.
Hey, camera guy, do you
car
remember what they called
aficionado.
it? Start finish line. You see, I don't know. I call it the checkered line or the start, whatever.
One
It's
of
not
those.
important. One of those, right? And what was so cool is, where did you spend most of your time, Johnny?
I was brought up in New York City.
Okay.
Actually, in part of my life, my younger life, in the boogie down Bronx. as it
Oh
were.
man, BX baby. I love
And,
BX. I love New York, man. It's just so much variety. I guess is the best you could say.
It's one of the greatest melting pots of the world.
Hell
and
yeah.
I consider that lucky to have an education being brought up there.
Do you come to Florida much?
I do more and more, and it seems that's more into my
Well,
future.
more and more you come out to Daytona Beach, we'll hang out. Orlando's hour away. And so much to do. I mean, I know Florida because I've been there since 1995. I'm originally from Zambia, so I was born in Africa.
Okay.
And came to New Jersey first, Cherry Hill, Albany, Georgia, Brunswick, Georgia, and then I came to live in Daytona Beach, which now is where Destination Daytona is. Have you heard of that?
Yes.
Bruce Rossmeyer wanted our property years ago, but we'll talk about that later. Let's get
Yeah,
back
we
to
don't
our
want
audience.
don't want the rest of our guests to fall asleep here,
I know, I know.
or possibly fall off the internet. So
So what was happening is, what basically happened is, being that this Indiana racetrack, it's about 2.52 acres, I want to say, or 250. Some statistics there. 33 cars ran. What was your who did you have your mindset on?
It wasn't Felix. I try and remember his name, but he really wasn't up there. But I know they had the favorite was I forget his
Ed
name.
Carpenter.
I don't have all the names memorized.
Same man, like, and then you.
But one thing is, it was my first time there, and it was
Thank
almost
you
like
for
mosquitoes, just hearing mosquitoes in my ear, going 200 miles an hour. I was overwhelmed.
Yes.
Meeting beautiful people, but also participating in the race and just having a part there.
Man,
and
I
there
had
were so
some
many
wild
different people.
moments, man. I tell you that, Johnny. I'm meeting the previous owner of the track's family,
Are you
Tony
really?
George.
I
I
love
didn't get
that.
to see Tony George or anything like that, but I have friends that are related to them, and Ed Carpenter team.
That's
I'm
beautiful.
just so much happening at once, and you're just like, how do I get to the pagoda? How do I get to Cadence? It's big.
Well, we're hoping, I understand, I'm speaking with Dave and yourself, that
Yeah.
we're going to have a much a larger part, hopefully next year, in the Indy 500.
I'm open. I'm
And
ready.
they
I'm hooked.
were, from what I understand, very magnanimous with Tactile
I'm
in
hooked.
accommodating
That is so awesome.
everybody.
Congratulations, Dave.
And allowing Cadence to have its device there with
Yeah.
the people that were vision challenged
Yeah.
here, and it was really
Did you feel the
that
cars
that
on?
made
Did you
the
feel the
ex-
cars on the thing though? on Cadence?
I know. I've felt this a few times in my.
No, the race. Did you actually watch the race on the Cadence like blind people would?
No, I watched it as they were using it. Yes.
Did you feel it yourself?
I was able to see. I didn't actually. I felt this many times before,
Right.
but not actually for the
Not
race.
the- not during the race
I was
as it
just
was.
watching the other participants as you were there.
Yeah.
And I especially love the children.
You know what's crazy? I wanted to. I came here for Cadence, right? They brought me up from Florida. Hey, you're doing this YouTube thing with Blind and Beyond. I have my other channel, WCABAR. It was an experience, but it's time that killed it. I got there 4 laps left before the race ended.
It's okay.
But I felt it. It is amazing.
Hey, we were watching it for you.
The energy was emanating throughout the air. It
Well,
was impossible to get away.
Did you
from
go
it.
up the hill?
Of course, I went up the hill.
Could you explain what the hill is to my audience?
Well, it's a large hill. We were positioned over here, and there's a large hill before we get to the track. That's where the tent was. And actually, a wheeled a buddy of mine, the celebrity photographer Paul Prince, up there.
Hey, Paul Prince, shout out to you, brother.
On his wheelchair, because right now he needs to get a hip surgery.
Hey, don't sweat it. My mom went through it. You'll be fine. I'm talking to Paul. Sorry, Johnny. The thing is, it is important. My mom went through it. You brought cancer. Family dynamics. To me, that race was a family affair. Would you agree?
I think, and what I love, and that race brought a lot wonderful people together. And one thing I noticed about the Indy audience is they were very, very well behaved. I mean, I make this statement. It's actually an optimistic statement for our future.
But you're explaining the truth.
350,000 people together. I didn't see any major skirmishes.
Johnny, I got bad news. I got bad news. There was one mishap. Someone threw a bottle on their track, and that's where you red flagged.
Oh, well, that
happens,
to
right?
me, that's a pimple compared to what could happen with 350,000 people.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. I thought it was very, there was a lot of camaraderie.
Right.
And the whole experience between what Tactile's doing, you're a part of it, and your network now, you guys are champions and bringing a community of people
Appreciate
that are
that.
challenged here together.
Yeah.
I think that's absolutely wonderful. You're a brand ambassador for them, and you're a brand ambassador now
Thank you.
for
Well, I didn't
Tactile.
choose this. The world chose it for me.
That's exactly right.
I didn't choose any of
But
this.
it was your choice to do what you're doing, because we all have freedom of choice.
Yes.
And that's the difference. I deal with celebrities from time to time
Okay.
at SOHO Johnny. And
What does the word celebrity mean, though? I mean,
you know, the celebrity means that you entertain other people, you bring joy to them, but
Yeah.
the greatest celebrity, in my opinion, that could take that power or that influence and give back in some sense, okay? And that's the circular mystique of life, in my opinion, tied to our faith, tied to our beliefs, tied to the whole sense of humanity.
Right.
It's a mandate for humanity, which is tied because Tactile is now working with Let Me Help, and we're going to bring a lot of good from that
Johnny,
as well.
let's take a quick break. We've been talking, and just take a quick 3-minute breather. I'm gonna have a quick sip here. I have more questions for you. I'm not gonna be too long after, so you could at least get some cheesecake in you, get some food in you. But
the Cheesecake Factory for Dave Schleppberg loves Cheesecake Factory. We're going to approach him maybe for a sponsorship for the Let Me Help and Cadence device at some point, hopefully. And that's late in our future, early future tonight.
Okay. Well, Dave, thank you is an understatement, to be honest. As Johnny just said, you have a choice to take it or not. You have a choice to be better or not. But if you're bad or good, it's your own judgment, not anybody else's. But let's get on ad, and we will be right back after these few words from our sponsors. And one of them is, of course, Cadence Tablet.
And we got some wonderful guests to be talking to here shortly. We got Christine. We've got Carrie up in Canada. Excited to talk to them as well. So.
The revolutionary Cadence Tactile Tablet is your gateway to a new world of electronic access and communication. At Touchable, we're dedicated to bringing the Cadence Tablet's true multi-line braille, tactile animation, and powerful learning tools to the worldwide blind community. The Cadence Tablet is shipping today and available for purchase at the Touchable online store. Visit gotouchable.com.
Guide Dogs for the Blind believes everyone deserves to live the life they want to live and to move through the world safely and confidently. That's why we offer a variety of programs at no cost to our clients. We match people who are blind or visually impaired in the U.S. and Canada with exceptional guide dogs. Guide Dogs for the Blind also provides a free orientation and mobility immersion program for people interested in learning the skills relevant to guide dog mobility. And our K9 Buddy program matches select dogs who are not suited to be guide dogs to be pets for people who are blind or visually impaired, including children and their families and adults of all ages. All of this is made possible by our generous donors and the help of thousands of incredible volunteers. To learn more about our life-changing mission, please visit guidedogs.com or call 800-295-4050.
There's so many days where I just want to pretend I'm not going blind, and I can't. With retinitis pigmentosa, the unknown is everlasting. What I want most is to stop this in its tracks. It all really boils down to my family, seeing my beautiful wife, seeing my kids. If only I could have more time. My hope here with the Foundation Fighting Blindness is to drive towards a cure. Donate now or get involved at fightingblindness.org.
Figuring out what comes next can feel uncertain, especially for teens and young adults who are blind or have low vision. At New View, Oklahoma, our Navigate Transition program helps young people move confidently into the next chapter after high school, whether college, career, or both. Navigate builds independence, skills, and self-confidence for what comes next. Through this immersive 2-week experience, young adults learn alongside peers while practicing real-world skills like financial management, meal preparation, assistive technology, orientation and mobility, and navigating the community. Participants also explore careers, build resumes, practice interviews, connect with professionals, and experience job shadows. Spots are limited and the program is offered at no cost. Learn more at newviewoklahoma.org. That's newviewoklahoma.org.
We're back. We are definitely
hey guys,
back.
Yes. Can you hear me now?
We can definitely hear you, and welcome to all back to the Blind and Beyond show.
Dave, how you been, brother? Sorry I haven't said hello to you. How's life?
Life is good.
Okay, life is good. Well, Dave, can we just take a moment and say thank you to Miss Brenda? We're back. I'm back. Hey, I'm right here. I didn't run away.
Oh,
but
yes.
If we could take a moment, as we do every show. Thank you, Miss Brenda, for reading the comments and keeping us well dressed and sharp. I hope I look okay. I am currently wearing a, I think, maroon looking. No, not maroon.
Yay to
fuchsia
Brenda.
Shirt, a tie, and I have other things just to give you audio describes. But we will get back to Johnny and
We also want to thank Mike, of course, and our friend Julie that are always gracious with their time and helping us to be able to do this every week. So we appreciate that as well.
Yes, indeed, and thank you all. I want to get back to you all with Mr. Johnny from SOHO Johnny, as he's called. Maybe I'll ask him what that means, but one different idea of this is I'm remote right now, so trying to bring you the best quality as I can. But let's get back to Mr. Johnny. So, Mr. Johnny, what does SOHO Johnny mean?
SOHO, my family goes back in the SOHO neighborhood about 100 years in New York City. It's a real thing. My grandfather, my uncles, and everything.
Really?
And at some point, it was one of my nicknames as a kid growing up. So I said,
hey, that's beautiful,
a pretty cool name.
SOHO is beautiful. Like I said, I love New York and that area. I love Florida. I mean, I'm from Florida, but we know a lot of things happen, rustle and bustle. But could you tell me a little bit more about Let Me Help and what does it do and how can they get in touch with you, or how can I get more information to go in that direction to
get in touch with me, John at SOHOJohnny.com, right on the internet. SOHOJohnny.com is the website, but LetMeHelpInc.org is the website for that. We're on social media, on Instagram and whatnot. But email's the best way, John at JOHN, John at SOHOJohnny, one word.com. And what we've done, we've just done shows with raising things from prostate cancer to anti-bullying to all these different things. And through people. I don't want to take the credit. I'm just like that little Mack truck figurehead on the top of a Mack truck.
Yeah.
You might ask him what type
was
of
able
groups
to
he
get
has
the
for his
goodness
concerts.
of their heart, and
What-
through different channels for celebrities to participate.
One thing I just got in my ears, what kind of music concert people do you have? Can you maybe share that? Dave just asked that question.
Any type of music.
Any type of music, Dave.
We've done classic rock, classic disco, believe it or not, coming
Sweet.
from this, New York City.
Sweet.
You know, whatever, it doesn't matter. We had young I mean, on our show, we have a show called Soho at Night coming out. We've had teenagers performing that are up and coming. It might be the next Beyonce, you know? So,
man,
you
that's
know,
awesome.
it's just a matter of Tribeca Records is a music label that we
Tribeca,
have
okay.
in our house. So we have an entertainment
Crazy enough, I've actually heard of you.
complex. But
And I'm here seeing you, so what are the odds? But any other last words? I would love for you to get you some food. I know it's been a long day for you, sir. So any other last words or thoughts that you want to let the audience of the Blind and Beyond show? Or,
yes,
the
I
world?
think that if we all come together, no matter what your means or what you have or don't have, and do something positive in the world, say something positive, even if it's making someone smile, if you don't have much when you're going down the street or meet somebody. All those ripples amount to a tidal wave of love, when that's what the world needs, and this is part of what is happening here with your channel, part of what Dave and Tactile's doing, and with helping blind kids and everything. I mean, there's the business part, but philanthropy, I've always put let me help as it's anything that I do, because I believe it's important, and I hope that we all can come together and do something like kind. It's not about me, it's about us all the time.
Johnny, we're supposed to be happy, not make Hershi cry, man. What are you doing, dude? You're getting me emotional, because that's exactly how I feel, man.
I love you, man.
This world is small if you really think about it. I mean, America, we need to be United States of America and stand for each other. Kindness is the only way that we could get somewhere, you know? You just said hello to me, and then you're sitting across the table, but you're like, said something about, oh, who's he? My ears are open, sorry. My ears are open like that, but I gave you my business card.
There's no perfection. We all live in glass houses,
Right.
and we're here to compliment.
Well,
and
what was
help
more
each other.
incredible to me is what started it. You were sitting over there across the table. I heard something, and I walked over to you, gave you my business card, and you'll probably see them on the table, but I gave you my business card, and at the same time, you said, dude, bless you. Johnny, you gave me blessings throughout this whole Indy 500. Hey, Indy. Oh, there he is. Seriously, you really gave me blessings when you said that. I used that. That's why the show came good. That's why Indy happened. You hear my voice? I could even talk louder than this. Indy! Indy! 500! Indy! Beautiful, sir. I would let you get some lunch or dinner. And we're going to flip it to the audience now, ladies and gentlemen. But that is Soho Johnny. Soho Johnny Inc. Oh, no. Wrong. No, it's not Inc., right?
SohoJohnny.com.
SohoJohnny.com, guys.
Let me help Inc.
And Let Me Help Inc. is the right way. .org. Hershi, you tired. What are you doing? LetMeHelp.org. SohoJohnny.com. Go check him out, man. This gentleman is just incredible. He gave me the time right now. Let's see what happens in the future. I'm going to try to bring you better content, better quality. Right now, this quality is just bananas. So, to my cameraman, Pedro G. Gonzalez III, I'm calling you out. I love you to pieces. Without you, none of this could be possible. But in a minute, we're going to talk to a couple of people. One's from Canada and one's from Jupiter, Florida. But stay tuned.
Bravo, Hershi.
Thank you.
You did great.
Well, all right. Enjoyed hearing Hersh talk to Soho Johnny up there. And now I've got a couple very special guests. Originally, I know these ladies from the Blind and Beyond radio show, but I'm so excited that we could get them here on YouTube. I believe originally they met at a camp for blind folks, if I'm not mistaken, but we'll find out about that story in a moment. And we want to find out about their own separate stories as well as their friendship from a distance, because one of our guests is here in Florida on the East Coast, and the other is the opposite end of not the country, but the continent in British Columbia. So without further ado, let's see. How do you like that? We got a drum roll and everything. Christine Belts and Carrie
Hello, can you hear me?
Grod.
Yep.
Hello.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yay, yay. Got both of you girls.
Yabba-dabba-doo.
There you go. You're both sounding good, and so happy to and privileged to have you on the show with us. Woohoo! You can. My little kitty Cammie in the background is even cheering for you. She's
Hi, kitty.
Aw.
Hey, girl. Hey, girl.
I
She-
have my
she-
boy locked up in the bedroom, so he might come out on the recording I'm making in there.
That's okay. Well, she might just make an appearance before long. So first of all, let's Christine say hi to the listening audience if you would.
Hi, everybody. How you doing?
Now, Christine's from Jupiter, not right next to Neptune and Mars. No,
Oh, yeah, really?
Oh, that's bad.
Happy to be
I
on your
know.
show.
yeah. No, she's on the east coast of Florida, just up from West Palm. I happen to know, and couple hours away from me here in Orlando, and just down the road and the other side of the continent is
Down
is,
the road.
is our,
Oh, yeah, it's a mighty short walk.
is our friend Carrie Grod in
Giesbrecht, actually.
Giesbrecht. Thank you
Nobody
so
can
much.
pronounce it, believe me.
That's why I told you she likes me Carrie G.
There you go,
No,
Carrie.
I'm
My
surprised
friend
I can
Carrie
pronounce it.
G. Carrie G. from British Columbia. Say hello to
Carrie
the
G
listening
from
audience.
BC.
Yo, this is Carrie G from BC coming to you live from a little hole-in-the-wall town called Castlegar. Good to be here.
I love that.
Thank you.
And how far away are you from Vancouver? Just out of curiosity.
Probably about 8 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, something like that.
One thing that
Roughly.
I don't even realize, didn't even realize, is that British Columbia is such a big place.
Well, actually, Canada in area is bigger than the States. You just have more
Right.
population than we do.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
But
why
they-
travel here is quite hard. Well,
Yeah,
not
that-
hard, but it's
It takes a while, and if you wanted to thumb a ride or hitchhike, you'd be waiting a while possibly.
got it.
So, I certainly want to talk to both of you together in just a moment, but I do want to I want to find out a little bit about both of you individually and your stories, because they're all very interesting.
Pardon my interruption, Dave.
and-
I just wanted to say hello to them. Johnny was also so gracious to be with us, but I wanted to say welcome, Christine, and welcome, Carrie. It's a pleasure
Thank
to
you.
meet you.
Great to
Thank
meet
you.
too.
Absolutely. So back to Dave's question. I wanted to just say thank you so much. Y'all both decided to say yes to me. I'm sorry I'm not in my usual MO at my house and running the show and all of that, but I love
It
this is
happens.
working out. It happens. It works out, right? We just blind
a little
things happen.
variety is good, and it makes it exciting. So
Yeah,
but
it's life.
yeah,
But Carrie,
we
I'm
are
sorry, Dave, I
sorry for
interrupted.
the delay.
I want to
anyway,
say
and-
apologies. Yeah, I wanted to say big apologies for that delay. But carry on, Dave. Sorry about that.
But we didn't forget you. That is for sure. Well, let's start off with the local kid here, Christine, perhaps, if I may, and then Carrie. Don't go far now. Don't wander far. We're coming right back to you because I want to find out about your interests and what you got going on as well. So. Christine Belts down in Jupiter. I originally knew you from the Blind and Beyond radio show, and of course I know you were a regular caller, but you also have helped out with some of the administration side of the Blind and Beyond radio show as well. Is that right?
Yes, I mainly send out emails to make people aware of the show, and
Right.
they tell
Which
me
is
who
important.
to send them to, and I send them.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and it's definitely important to get the word out. That's the kind of thing that we need, is the persistence. So we thank you for that.
Right, and they've had me as a guest on there 1 or 2 times.
Right, which I have listened to and have been has been very enjoyable. But
Can I interrupt that? Can I interrupt there?
Sure, go ahead.
I actually was on an episode, and it was, I think, Spectrum Panel, and I remember that the first time I think you were on. And that was my first time being on too. Is that the show you remember?
It's 5 o'clock.
I
that
think
Christine?
so, yeah.
Yeah, it was like the Peter Cucchiari with Spectrum, right? I think it was, and
You're on
you
a
were on the
panel of
panel.
some
I
kind.
think so. Or, yeah.
Well, you're on this
Yeah, maybe-
show, you're on this show, Miss Christine. So you are welcome back anytime. But please continue. I just remembered that a memory that I had of you was, oh yeah, I was on the show with Carrie and Christine and such. So that's what I remember. But carry on, please.
So it's neat to have you from the radio show, especially. But checking back in your a little bit of your interest and whatnot, it turns out that you've got a little bit of a radio background already that I didn't know about, and I understand that you're producing a radio show, a Christian radio show on what is it, the 365 format. So if you feel up to it, maybe you could tell us a little bit about that.
Of course. I think
What
my
you
friend
do
Izzy would
and
be happy
what the
that
show
I gave a
does.
plug on the air. So, okay, I'll
Well,
tell you.
not just a plug, but it's also one of your interests, and that's what we.
Oh, yes.
This is
we're
your
interested
home
in.
too. You feel at home. This is a comfy couch.
Oh, of course, no
Please.
problem, no problem. It's kind of got a weird story, which maybe Carrie can
stories.
back up.
Oh, it's
Right. Well,
not.
especially we'll be interested to hear about that. But don't worry, I certainly want to find out about your growing up and some other stuff as well. But
Oh,
while
no, it's not about the growing up. I'll tell you about how Agape Radio got born.
yeah,
and
I'd love to
Carrie
hear
was
about
involved.
that. Yeah, we're
Carrie
all
was
still
involved.
growing up, so.
Yeah,
I haven't grown up at all. I ain't going to either.
Exactly. Way
Okay.
too much effort. So go right ahead.
Right.
So, anyways, this was back when I was having my cancer treatments. I was going through chemotherapy and feeling really rotten. And Carrie and I were listening to MP3s of MASH at the time.
Right. Very nice. I've certainly listened to enough MASH stuff.
Well, sometimes
I
glitches
think
happen.
something happened.
No, nothing happened. She'll be right back after these messages. No, so a glitch happened. We'll definitely get her back on air. But Miss Carrie, in the meanwhile, I heard you mentioned British Columbia. Could you explain to me what is something a person would find in British Columbia that's different than, say, Toronto?
What is something
is that the
different
same thing?
about BC than Ontario, than Toronto?
Oh yeah, I guess so. Is that what the name? I don't know the names.
Yeah.
That's
please,
right.
Please school me.
No problem. I think the difference between BC and Toronto is the fact that BC is extremely forested. It's green. It's not as hot. It's not as hot in the summer, not as cold in the winter. It is, it's Pacific. It's actually very close to Seattle, Washington.
Oh, Carrie,
So-
you can't forget the fact that there's also the Pacific Ocean that's right there too.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah,
That's Dave Hillbrand.
I'm not anywhere near it, but yeah.
Well, it's okay.
What?
Hello, Dave. Something happened, and now I seem I'm kicked out. Period.
Oh no, you're back again. You're good.
You're back.
Oh, okay. I wondered what happened.
Hey,
Yeah,
look,
you're-
It was being
but I'm so
stupid.
happy that you did that, Christine, with the dictation.
Cancel.
Sometimes we
Okay,
might
what all
do.
did you get before I fell out?
All we got is that you listen to
When
MASH.
I was going
That's
through
it.
cancer treatment, Carrie
And
and I
MASH.
were watching
Treatment.
MASH.
Something
And
about
MASH.
MASH.
Right. I don't know why my computer did that. It threw me out.
Because it's an
Naughty
idiot.
computer.
Not to worry.
Yeah,
You're good now. Go right
You're
ahead.
perfect. It's all good
So,
and good. So please
yeah,
do
this is
tell.
what live radio does, right?
Exactly. Agave Radio, did you say it was? What was the name again?
It's called Agape Radio, and I'll tell you how that got started. I was feeling
But-
really
go ahead.
rotten going through chemotherapy, and Carrie and I were playing MASH episodes as MP3s, and we started conjecturing, because I was DXing at the time as well. We were conjecturing what would all the characters be listening to if they lived today, and if they were home from the army and listening to contemporary Christian radio. And we found out that every single character had a station they could listen to except for Pierce.
Good old
Because,
Hawkeye.
yeah,
Oh,
Hawkeye,
yeah,
because
yeah.
Crabapple Cove is fictitious. So we were goofing around. Oh, what would it be like if there was a contemporary Christian radio station in Crabapple Cove, Maine?
Ah, yes.
Well, we were goofing around just with the concept and saying what the name of the station would be. And Carrie said, Agape Radio. So she gave the name. And at this time, I was horsing around on Gold Wave, just playing. And I was just looking at the menus and seeing what different things sounded like and did. And
Hey, psst, psst, Dave, don't you use that Gold Wave thing over there, Dave?
Yeah.
Yep. I was going to let her finish,
Sorry,
though.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm so
was-
intrigued by
was-
your story here. Carry on.
Yeah. Self-taught with Gold Wave somewhat. I mean, I'm probably not as advanced as Dave is, but
Could you train me? Can I be next? Do you teach?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Am I interrupting?
No, do you teach the Gold Wave?
Okay, and I learned how to mix. So I thought, you know what, if I could put music behind talking, behind TV clips, behind this, I could make radio spots.
Exactly.
So I started putting together these radio spots. And that's how the Agape Radio became born. And it was originally called WAGP, Agape Radio 99.3. And we soon found out later that there really was a WAGP. So we decided to make it look fictitious. And we moved. We even had a station manager message. This is how real we tried to make it look. We had a station manager message where we had to move our outfit to Rempel, New Brunswick, in Canada, which you could drive back and forth between the towns. And it became 95.8 CAGP, and it still kept the name Agape Radio. And
that's cool.
Carrie and I were horsing around with it, and we were playing it as a playlist. You know, a station ID, a song, station ID, song. But we were such a low-budget station, we couldn't afford DJs. And our friend Ricky London, who runs the Variety Vault on the Live 365 platform, became impressed with these things because we were playing with him, and we gave him some of the shows. So I would say we're about to enter our 7th year on the air with Live 365, and we have been on the air since then. And I have been the one. I've produced the shows. I have all the songs.
Sweet.
I make all the radio spots. When we changed the call sign and the frequency, I changed all the radio spots to match that.
Yeah, 7 years is not easy to start off with. I mean, that's pretty impressive on its own.
I'm just incredible. The story itself is incredible to understand with you. It's like the process and work it takes, but you didn't give up, and I'm so happy for you. Congratulations on this.
Well, thank you. And it plays 3 times a week.
Okay.
It will play, the original run will play on Sundays, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern. For Carrie, that would be 11 to 1 p.m. Pacific, and she's in church, so she doesn't really get to catch it.
Right.
And then it reruns Wednesday nights, 8 to 10 Eastern, 5 to 7 Pacific. And then on Saturdays, it runs noon to 2 Eastern, 9 to 11 Pacific.
So a nice variety. If they can't catch it at one time, they can catch it at another. And so your friend Rick has the Variety Vault. How would people find that particular show?
How would you?
That's okay. You're still with
find
us,
the show?
Christine.
And again.
Am I back? It happened
Yep,
again.
The internet
you're
gods
with
are
us.
It happened
funky,
again.
The internet gods are fun today, but where can Dave? You ask.
Yeah, where would you be able to find
Okay, you
the
go to Live
Variety Vault?
365. Go to Live 365, and his station is called the Variety Vault, and the owner's name is Ricky, and that's on his birth certificate. That's his given name, Ricky London.
Okay, so live365.com.
He has everything on his show. He's got westerns, he's got old-time radio, he's got the works on there.
So they're not lying when they say variety, which is great.
He means
It's huge variety.
Ricky London.
Like, we're talking huge, you guys.
That's what I love. And
Yes.
you know
Everything from soup to nuts.
And strangely enough, Christine, you would love. There's a radio station that is actually up in Indianapolis. When Brenda and I went up there and we're driving around, there's a station up there, and I can't think of what the call is. I got it written down somewhere, but
W9
it is
IMS.
It's no, but it's a variety. It's a variety radio station that literally plays anything from disco to rock and roll to African pop to
Oh,
reggae.
weird.
Oh,
Indian.
neat.
Literally, I mean, huge variety. So
You'll have to let
that's
us know sometime. Carrie and I have tunes, and we can
yeah.
get it
But
there.
Well, that's how
but
this
it-
variety vault is. Literally everything's on it. Like talk shows, regular
yeah.
shows, music, oldies, rare oldies, rock, rare rock, you name it.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to check it out.
Check it
But
out. He's good. Trust me,
but
he's good.
so the
Carrie,
variety
He
vault.
is, and he'd love to know you're listening.
Yes.
Sorry, I was just going to ask you. We had talked about you being in Canada. What's the accessibility environment up there? Do you have audio description, or is there places for to get the services? What does
We
that
have
feel
all
like?
of it.
Can
What
you
we
please,
have
tell us more?
in Canada, it's called the Canadian National Institute for the Blind. And unlike the States, it's a one-stop organization. It handles everything. It handles orientation and mobility and cane training. It handles guide dogs. It handles everything. They would come to your house and they help you with life skills. They help you with, say, labeling your appliances, labeling all of that, and they come to your house. It's not like the States where you have to go to a residential rehab center. They do it all in house. The problem is there aren't a lot of CNIB offices if you live in small towns, so you have to either go into Vancouver, Toronto, the larger towns, or you sometimes have to get somebody who travels and comes out to these small places so that they can help you with things. It's the only disadvantage. We don't have like the commission, the Division of Blind Services, and we don't have as many like clubs for the blind. So everything basically is under one auspices.
Which is not necessarily a
I
bad
like it.
thing. So, Christine, I didn't want to get off track from you because we
Oh,
were
no
we
props.
were
No, neither was
talking
me. I think
talking a
Hershi
little.
asked the question. Sorry.
No, you're good. No, I'm glad you jumped in. But we were talking about the radio show and
Yeah.
And doing some you doing some production and with Gold Wave, which I thought was very interesting. So you're making commercials and. Do you actually speak on the show, the Agape
Every
radio
once in a
show?
while, it's pre-recorded because right now I'm transitioning from a PC to a Mac, and I don't have the knowledge, the proficiency to do Agape Radio on the Mac yet.
Yes,
hoping at
I
some
love
point
that
I
you
can
said
hook
it.
up-
Yet.
Exactly.
with
Which
somebody who can
I
get
think
me
I got.
along on
I
that.
think I and Dave have a solution for you. We had our friend. Go ahead.
well, I was going to say we got a solution when we start talking to Carrie because Miss Carrie is a teacher of
I
technology
am, but I
as
don't
well.
know anything about audio stuff. I'm so non-audio, it's not funny. I'm
And-
visual.
I'm so excited.
And she's a Mac girl too.
Yep.
So that's
Well,
so that is cool. So
Yeah,
Miss
I mean, if
Christine,
there was such a thing as Gold Wave for the Mac, I probably would be laughing all the way to the bank.
I think
Oh, yeah,
there's
but
it's
there-
called
but-
Final Cut Pro and Logic, but I'm getting
there are
carried
other
away.
things that are similar for sure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because
but-
I leave to answer your question because I know we digress. I'm famous for that. I mean, Carrie and I do that all the time. What I do is I leave my PC on stereo recorder at all times because sometimes I record things from the internet and I don't want things ruining it in the background. So I always leave it on stereo mix. And when I make the station ID spots, I use the vocalizer voices, which are more human sounding. So
Which one do
every
you
once in a while, there's a
specifically?
British person on there. There's a American person. Sometimes Carrie and I get on our iPhones and we record stuff. Like I'll do the top of the hour station ID spots, and I recorded myself saying all these things. CAGP, and Carrie's done a few of them too. And we put our own voices into some of the spots. And it's mostly about the music, and a lot of the radio spots are fun. You know, like you'll hear one of our latest ones was about family reunions, and you've got an excerpt from My Favorite Martian where Tim O'Hara's cousin came for a surprise visit, and I put the clip of that meeting in there. Or sometimes there's
Oh, not again.
You know what? It's so funny.
Oh,
about
she's
internet,
back
but,
though.
You know, it's so
Here
funny
she
about
is.
internet, everything else. But Carrie, all that accessibility talk that you mentioned, it's funny how it all blends back and forth.
You're back again, Christine.
this keeps happening. This is getting very annoying.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Well, not to. Don't
What I
worry,
was saying-
because actually,
1 second.
Christine, when you drop out, you pop right back in again within about 2 seconds, so you don't have to.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah, you come. It appears as though you come right back in, so you're
what
good.
What I was saying to Miss Carrie and to you, Miss Christine, is, you know, I brought up the accessibility piece to y'all, but all these different tools, macro PC, it's all about accessibility, and
Right.
if we can't make it work, how do we make it work together? And that's why I really love that you both are just phenomenal women to bring, you know,
Me
good
too,
content to
except
people.
I'm not audio. I'm a visual person. Totally visual. I don't know one audio thing from another audio. I mean, I'm way off in La La Land somewhere. I keep going. Did
It's
you
not
hear
too
such
not
and
too
such?
late to learn now.
Huh?
But
Not
that's
too
it,
late
you're
to
not-
learn, Dave said.
I know. I
No,
just
defi-
can't figure audio out.
Oh yeah, well we could possibly make a trade because I need some help on the Mac, but
I'll take it.
But before we get into technology, strangely
wild.
enough, something the far distant from technology. I also wanted to ask Christine. I know that one of your other hobbies is crafts. You do crafts and also teach crafts, and I'm kind of curious to see what type, and also how are you able to teach other blind people crafts when you're blind yourself, and where do you
Okay.
teach them at?
I'm pretty much self-taught with crafts, although I do every once in a while I learn new techniques in classes or when a traveling teacher comes. So I originally started going to the Florida Outreach Center to learn new crafting techniques because I already knew how to make wreaths and centerpieces and bracelets. And I thought, you know, I'd like to learn some more techniques and broaden my scope. So I'd been going to the Florida Outreach Center, I would say 4 years come July. I've been going there.
Okay.
And when the craft teacher that was already there stepped down, well, excuse me, hiccups. We were without a teacher for a while, and we were doing children's crafts, which I'm like, I came here for this. So at some point, the director said, "How would you like to teach once a month?" And I took it. I'm like, yes, I'll teach once a month. And my brain is saying, because I don't want to be too forward, my brain is saying, oh, I would merrily teach the whole time if I had a way of getting supplies all the time. So,
And this is something you already like to do to begin with. So
oh, I
you
love
can-
it. You know,
And Miss
and-
Christine, one thing you mentioned, the name, not everyone may know where we're talking about. So where is this location? Outreach, something you said?
the Florida Outreach Center for the Blind. It's in Palm Springs, Florida.
Oh, okay.
It's a day center. You don't live there, but they teach blind people independent living skills, technology, orientation and mobility. We have a support group on Tuesdays that comes after the craft class, and the craft class is like 10 o'clock, and the support group is noon, and we serve a lunch in between.
That I think it's wonderful that you guys have a support group there, because as Hersh knows, that's one thing I believe that is one of the most important things.
Yeah.
That,
It is.
that a lot of places do. This is Mental Health Month, and
it
the
is.
fact is that folks with blind problem, with a visual problem, a lot of times are going to suffer depression for various reasons, and it's not the easiest thing in the world to deal with sometimes.
I
So,
think it is, yes.
So you can appreciate that. So, well, I'm glad
yeah.
that they're lucky to have a fine teacher there to teach crafts, because I think it's a nice, it's important to be able to use your hands and to learn how to do some stuff that you can.
And
you
you
can
have nice gifts that you can give people. I've
Right.
given Carrie one of my wreaths.
There you go, and something you could even relate to with your.
By the way,
you
Miss
know,
Christine, if you want me to put anything on my back wall or any of that in my shots, I'll take one.
Well, if I can get one to you, I'd happily make one for you.
Awesome.
Ah, very nice.
Like what season do you want? I do all seasons. I do, I do fall. I do Christmas, winter, Valentine's, springtime, summer.
Well,
all
take
kinds.
a pause. We'll take a quick pause right there with what you said there, Miss Christine and Miss Carrie. Do you realize people are watching you on YouTube right now?
Yes.
Yes.
And they're
I know
all
it full
talking
well.
and chatting, right? So, do we have any questions for Miss Brenda there, Dave?
I have not
actually,
heard any.
actually, hey, Mike, are you in the air? Do we have a mic in the air?
I haven't heard no shout outs as of yet.
No, I haven't heard him.
Do you want the secret Canadian to sneak in here? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, you'd better.
It's
You'd
the
better.
Canadian. Welcome, Mike.
I
Thank
need
you so
some
much for what you're
backup
doing
here.
with the CD work. And so, why did
Mike's got a mic.
Mike has a mic.
There you go.
There
Mike,
it is.
Sounds
Tick,
good.
tick, tick.
Is there any mics down there in the chat? Do we have any chats?
No, everybody's been very quiet, but I've been chatting up the chat, but nobody's chatting with me.
So could you tell us what are you doing down there? You kind of giving them the links and the things and the thing, and what are you doing down there as a
Yeah,
chat,
no,
you know?
I've been adding wherever appropriate to make sure that everybody's been noticed online. And when Miss Christine would drop out, I would make sure that everybody sees everybody. So
Right.
Miss Christine pops back in, and then I've been also making sure that the variety radio stations
Variety
are
Vault.
on YouTube.
The
Yeah,
Variety Vault. I don't think it's on YouTube, but you can get it on uTunes, and you can get it on the internet. There's a
The
Live
Live
365 page.
365.
And Live
Yeah.
365 also has a phone app.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's neat.
so and I've also found out that
Hey,
the
Mike,
Variety
Mike,
Vault
Mike,
is
Mike,
also on Live 365 as well as TuneIn. Go ahead.
Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I forgot
Mike,
about TuneIn.
are you blind?
Who, sir?
Excellent.
You, Mike? Talking to you, my
No,
friend.
I
Are you
see. I
blind?
see everybody peachy keen.
I see you too, bro. I see you, brother. No, but look, we work together. Blind-sighted, it's the world. We have to be kind. But Mike, thank you
course.
so much for that update. I just wanted to make sure I'm not leaving anyone else out in the chat if they are watching or any of that. But back to you, ladies. Sorry about that. I
Don't
just
worry,
wanted to make
Brenda
sure
Brenda's going to let us know if you got any
Awesome.
shout outs.
Well,
So
thank you, Miss Brenda. Let's take that moment right now. Thank you, Miss Brenda, for doing all that you do for the Blind and Beyond show here and always making sure that people are getting the information they need. So thank you, Miss Brenda. But back to you, Dave.
all right, hey Miss Christine, I still want to find out a little bit more about you. Now, you're totally blind? Is that correct?
What I see is useless. I go to the eye doctor, and I can tell motion, like if the nurse is pushing her hand back and forth or up to down. But
Right.
don't ask me what it is. Don't ask me if she's holding a teddy bear.
I'm
I
with
just know
you.
there's motion, and if a light goes on in front of me, I see it going on and off in front of me.
Miss
Gotcha.
Christine,
Now
what
you-
is your eye condition
I'm not
called?
black blind, but I am. Whatever I have is useless.
And what is your eye condition?
I was born retina.
That word.
I was
Retinitis
born-
pigmentosa.
I know, I'm with
Oh,
you.
Prematurity.
Retina prematurity. Ah, that one. Okay.
ROP.
Say it 5 times fast. If you no, I'm kidding.
ROP, ROP, ROP,
Anyways,
ROP. Oh, sorry.
I was born with I came out the chute 3 months early.
Gotcha.
Due in July, came out in April. Okay.
And are you a Florida girl? I know you live in on the East Coast here, but are you originally from Florida?
I've been in Florida since 1989. Lynn Golders told me my accent betrays me. I was born in New Jersey.
Well, let's take a quick shout out to Lynn out there at the Blind and Beyond radio show, but carry on. Sorry.
So anyway, I was born in New Jersey. I lived there till I was 12. Moved to
Sweet.
Ohio. Lived there till I was 19, and then I came to Florida. So I've lived here most of my life, but I don't know if I would call myself a native.
Gotcha. And your vision's pretty much stayed about the same.
Well, actually, though, what happened was I could see shapes, colors, and light. I could use a closed-circuit TV until 2005. And then
Oh, no
things
kidding.
started getting kind of, and it got worse. And they said, oh, yeah, you've got glaucoma. And I'm like, oh, goody.
Now, did you go to public schools
Yes.
growing up through
Oh,
elementary
yes.
and high school?
In New Jersey, there were no residential schools for the blind, and my parents did not want to send me away.
No kidding.
So they
okay.
fought tooth and nail to have me mainstreamed.
Oh yeah, which is a good thing, I think. Now
Miss
I
Christine, one
understand
quick
you'll end up.
question. One quick question. I was really curious while y'all were chatting right there. Do you see light at all?
Well, in my youth I could, but now only if someone turns it on right in front of me.
Okay. So when you're in a room, typically, whenever you walk around your studio, is your studio like dark? Like, do you have to have the lights off, for example?
Oh, I
where it
don't
hurts
even
your
bother
eyes?
because I forget to turn them on and off, so I don't even bother.
What about if you had to? Because you mentioned you do radio shows and other things, YouTube perhaps.
I mean, the monitor is always off on my computer. So, and for the longest time, what happened was because I don't have a traditional monitor. I've got a TV set hooked up to my PC. And
Beautiful.
For ages, I didn't even know this until recently. For ages, that monitor came unhooked from the PC. So I've been using a PC without a monitor for ages before I realized
You don't need one.
Oh my goodness.
Well, the reason why I ask is you mentioned studios and things, is I use Google sometimes to get my lighting and color. Today I'm in a boardroom at this hotel. We'll talk about it maybe later. But sometimes turning on the lights on and off on your studio or on this thing, that thing, it gets complicated. And we don't, as blind people, sometimes we may not know if the lights are on, they're off, they're this or that. But we try our best, right? That's what I was trying to get
I
to.
never bother, because I have
turn
a
them on,
window
right.
in my office, and
Well,
it gets
especially
nice
for
and bright in the
radio, it's
morning.
not as crucial.
It's not as crucial as it's not as video, right?
No,
So,
not when you're doing radio. No.
Yep.
Exactly. That's why people say I have a face for radio. You see. So.
Well, Dave, you just have a lot of talents, buddy. But
Oh, sure. Now, Miss Christine, I did want to know: are you the only child? You got brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
Youngest of 3 girls.
Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
wow.
And you, Miss Carrie? Are you
I'm the youngest. I just have a brother who's 3 years older than me. That's it. But my family, my mother is one of 10 children.
Awesome.
Wow.
My mom was actually the same way. The youngest, the 10th sibling passed away when they were like 6 months or something. But 9 brothers and sisters, pretty much most
Yeah,
of
my mother has, of the 10, the brothers have died, but they all made it to adulthood. My
That's
one
awesome.
uncle died at 65, and the other one died at 81.
We were talking to Miss Christine about eye conditions. Would you be comfortable sharing what your eye condition is?
For me?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
You fine?
I know we're jumping around here a little bit.
Yeah, I don't really
we
have
were
an eye
keeping you ladies
condition.
on your feet. That's all. Sorry.
It's okay. I don't really have an eye condition. What it is,
okay.
I have a rare bone disease called osteopetrosis, and what it does
Can
is
I take
our
a guess?
bones-
Can I take a guess?
Sure.
If you were to lift a gallon of milk, it could potentially fracture your bone?
Not quite. No, that's osteogenesis imperfecta.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. Continue.
Really, really close though. What it is the bones, our bones break down and remodel all the time. Nope, all the time. They just continue going. Well, mine, the cells that cause the not the reabsorption don't work. So what happens, or the tearing down, I should say. So what happens is every time, like my bones will remodel, but they're hard. They're so hard, but they're brittle. You know, like those leaves you see in the winter, they're brittle and hard.
Right. Yep.
They don't crumble and they don't go to dust up. And I'm not that brittle, but that's the idea. So what happens is I have so much bone overgrowth that my optic nerve died when I was about, I don't know, maybe 6 months old or 9 months old or something. So I don't have any sight, and I frankly don't miss it, because you can't miss what you don't have.
This
But
is true.
I agree.
yeah, so I don't really have an eye condition, well, per se. So I'm weird. Even in the blind community, I am totally weird.
Nothing wrong with that.
You know?
Nope, not at all.
Well, you say you're weird, but we've got so many different. When you think about it, people talk about being blind, and for our folks that are listening and watching that are sighted, there's so many different variations of being blind. It doesn't necessarily mean total blackness. There are so many.
No, I've never seen black. I've never seen black a day in my life.
Right. So many different degrees from total black, which very few people are totally blind, to to being just over the legal blindness.
The legal limit.
Exactly.
Oh, what a way to put it.
Well, yeah.
So, Miss Carrie, I want to jump over to you, if I may. And first, I want to give a shout out, if it's not too inappropriate, to your aunt, and I hope she's getting better, because I know I had heard you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you had a lot of stuff going on.
I did. That was my anti-lead. She had a stroke on Saturday.
Yeah.
Friday.
So please let her know
Shout out to
that
our Aunt Eileen. I hope everything's going to go in a positive way.
Thank you.
All of us from the show are definitely praying for her and pulling for her. But Carrie, so I understand you're into a lot of different things as well. On top of the being active with the radio show, you're also interested in advocacy, which up in Canada I know is
huge.
It may be slightly different than here in the States, but I understand you're also a good Bible teacher, and you do some teaching of technology. So maybe just tell us a little bit about, first of all, Christina had told me about you're very into advocacy, and how do you feel about how do you handle that up in Canada, when sometimes you do have to step forward and make yourself heard?
Canada is quite a bit more, how do I say this, quite a bit more rights oriented. There's a lot more privacy rights, there's a lot more disability rights, there's a lot more out there. So we have places we can go to advocate. We have a total disabled advocacy group. We have blindness advocacy groups, one of which is the Alliance for the Equality of Blind Canadians. And not every topic is relevant to me. There's some things I'm not interested in, and some things I am.
Sure.
But that's what it is, and I don't know how it would compare to the States, but advocacy here is huge. Possibly because we don't have the same resources as the States does, I'm not sure, but we are heavily into it. Audible street crossings, descriptive video, accessible voting.
Wow.
All of the things.
Carrie, that one thing the first thing that came to the top of my mind is that Canada may not have the resources, but one of the biggest drawbacks of being blind to me, being an adult in the United States, is money. Being able to determine what denominations of bills are.
Oh, your bills. Okay,
and you do not have that problem in Canada
Nope.
at all, because I've been there. I've seen. So tell us about your accessible money, and then we'll maybe find out more about you. But that's so intriguing. That drives me nuts to think about.
I love
the United
this.
States.
On the money, on each corner, on two of the corners, the $5, it has what feels like the word "for." It's the whole Braille cell on the $5 bill.
I know that.
Yep.
The $10 has 2. The $20 has 3. 4. Sorry. The 50 has kind of, I think it's two of them spread apart, and the 100 has 2 of them close together.
If you're 100, you're a lucky man or a lady.
Yeah, the one I want, Carrie, what you're saying is the one I want is the one that's close together, and then forget the rest, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's 100. And then we have a $2 coin and a $1 coin, and we have no penny.
Yeah,
We don't have pennies either. They stopped ours.
Stopped ours.
Exactly. Well, like I say, as far as accessibility with money, most everywhere around the world has the U.S. beat, but especially our brother to the north, Canada is was way ahead in several different things. But to me,
huge.
That's one of the biggest things of difficulties of being blind is knowing money. And
it would be hard because the money even looks alike. It's all green.
And the whole thing about people, a lot of people say, well, you've got these devices that can determine that should be good enough, right?
But isn't that a lack of privacy when that thing is yakking out what denominations you've got?
Well, that and also it takes more time. It's not an
Yes.
instantaneous thing. It's
Yeah, and
it,
that's not acceptable. I mean, we need accessible money. We need it to be ready to hand. We need to be able
exactly.
to touch our money and keep it private. Nobody wants to carry around 30,000 devices just to read something
And they
that
don't
the
always
sighted
work
people
either.
just glance
So
at.
exactly.
Miss Carrie, one more thing. I mentioned earlier Ontario, Toronto, and all of that. I've heard of ODS. I think it's called something like that. What did they call it in British Columbia area? It's like
ODS.
the
Oh, what
ODS,
is the ODS
ADS.
again? The
Wait,
ODS.
Well, what is that you're talking
I
about?
don't know. I don't know
Come
what the
again?
ODS is.
it's like the disability like program where you get to keep your money and like you have a structure. Like in Canada, I heard in like Toronto, you're allowed to have like way more money in your accounts and
Oh, you mean this,
Oh,
okay,
the
I get you.
ceiling.
Okay, I
yeah.
get you. Okay.
I heard
In
acronyms. I'm
Canada,
sorry if please
no
educate me more
problem.
about Canada.
No problem. In Canada, I don't know about all the provinces. I can speak for Canada. I mean,
Speak for yours, yeah.
for BC and of course Ontario. What it is if you're on a provincial disability, you are okay. So if you get say 1,200 and something, you're allowed to make the same amount as your disability benefits if you work. If you make 1,201, they deduct $1. 1,202, and so on and so on. So, in other words, there's not the heavy restrictions that the states has. So you can make up to, I think it's 12,000 or 14,000 extra dollars a year
Wow, really?
before they dock you. And even then, and even if they took away your whole disability, you're
Yeah.
allowed to keep medical with them.
You see, that's the toughest part I'm having. I have MS and I'm blind.
Ah.
So the two friction, they don't help. And having that medical is so important. Because here it's like you make a choice. Well, you're making money. Why can't I have medical, right? But you might do a
eggs, that's
part-time
hard.
job. And the part-time job may not give you medical. So is that kind of similar for you out there with having like part-time jobs and then full-time jobs? Like, is there any
No, if you're
discrepancies there?
blind and you started off on disability, you keep your medical with your disability provider. If you
That is
have a
so cool.
job and you've
Yeah.
never been on disability, then you get medical insurance through your job.
Oh,
Okay, so Carrie, I want to get back to you. First of all, I understand that you do some tech teaching and that you are an Apple user, which I think that a couple of us are anxious to
I'm
get
self-taught.
into eventually. So
Sweet. I love
tell
it.
us about how you got into learning the Mac, and also how to go about if somebody wanted to maybe even take some classes from you or just some tutoring. I know you don't necessarily want to give
Yeah, well,
classes.
what it does, well, how I started, it started back in 1994. I had a Braille instructor who would not do any Braille for me. She took a dislike to me, and for some reason she didn't do it. So we got together. Somebody helped me fund a computer when I was in grade 12. I got a accessible. It was a DOS based computer.
Right.
And I
I
taught
love
myself.
DOS. I remember
Oh yeah,
DOS.
lovely DOS. And I
Landline.
taught myself from the ground up. I had a Braille translator called the Megadots.
Okay.
I had that. I had everything. I was literally self-taught because nobody, unbeknownst to me, I bought this computer in Oregon, and I didn't know that nobody here knew those programs. So I had to
I'm the
teach
first.
myself the SCAN
Yes.
program. I had to teach myself the Braille program. I had to teach myself the word processor. So I kept that up until high school, and then I had some computer training. I learned to type when I was 7. And
That's
then what happened was I taught myself the PC, went through 98, Windows 98,
Good old
Windows
days.
to the
XP?
XP I
XP.
had,
XP
Windows 7. And then I got interested in the Mac. I had enough of purchasing software maintenance agreements
Hold on. Carrie,
from Jaws.
Carrie, you didn't use Windows ME, the
No.
Millennium Edition?
No, no, I didn't. Nope.
Carrie
I wanted
reference.
to.
You
I
wanted
wanted
to?
to. My mother had it.
Oh, okay.
And
You
so
didn't
I
miss
did.
anything.
I used
You
it a
did.
little bit. I taught myself my online banking program. I do all my own stuff.
Right.
And so what happened was I did use XT in 7, and I just had enough. I was sick of spending whatever the price was. It's quite expensive here.
Yeah.
On the software maintenance agreement. So I said, well, I'm going to get a Mac. I researched and I researched. I joined lists. I talked to people. I did everything, and I was so nervous. I'm like, well, I can't do this. I cannot do this. I can't learn this Mac. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to either do it or die. So I bought myself a Mac in 2012. After I bought an iPhone and an iPad, taught myself those. And I said, okay, I'm going to do this. I don't care what I have to do, but I am learning this damn Mac. And I don't care what it costs me. So this is a story that I have to tell you because it's so embarrassing, but I have to tell you.
Please, please, please.
I couldn't find the on-off button on the Mac because it was flush with the back
over there,
of
Carrie.
the
It's
computer.
over there. It's over there.
Yeah, it's over there. It's over there. And I'm like, how do I turn this damn thing on? And I had to call Apple Accessibility for another issue. I forget what it was now.
Yeah.
And I said, people, I don't want to tell you this. I don't know how to turn this thing on. They said, oh, no problem.
You know, the first person that's asked is this, strangely enough.
Miss Carrie, you know what's so funny? Like, I wish I would get into a Mac too. Like, I love the new M Pro 5.
Oh, you love it.
I'm a little tech head because encoding, decoding, all of these things have to work, but it's always at cost. And
I hear you.
You know,
I hear
being
you.
able to get it- yeah, it's
Yeah, my
it's
back,
not that
I
we don't
fell
want
out
it, but it's
again.
expensive.
And
And I was
Christine,
like-
I want to get back to, definitely want to talk to you in just a second about how you guys met and
And so I was freaking out, and they said, "Oh, well,
Yes, understood.
They typed in what Mac I had, and they said, "Oh, it's at the back. Feel here, feel there," and they helped me, and that was the end of it.
Yeah.
And then the next time they called, they said, "Wow, you've gotten good. You're good at this," because I'm self-taught. The one thing I don't have a lot of access to, and I wish I did, was teaching. I did not have a lot of help. I honestly I'm on my own because we don't live near Vancouver.
Well, here's one thing I'll say it now. I am the host for about 6 or 7 years for iBug Android Insight. I play around with the Android land. But the iBug organization, every Monday, they have the Buzz Call, usually for the iOS devices.
Oh.
And then the Mac and Talk. So if you want to learn Mac, they have all those classes, whatever level you are. They have a mentorship, so that's why Dave had brought up that, where Dave is considering, because one of our guests, Free Roy, came in, I think episode 3 or so, and mentioned what he does for iBug Today. iBug Today, IBUGTDO, I can't spell, IBUGTODAY.org. They just turned 11, I want to say, this year.
11,
They
wow.
got all kinds of, in several different
Because believe me,
calls all
even
the
I
time,
need training. I mean, there's things I don't know. There's gaps. There's this. I mean, I'm not perfect at this stuff at all. I've got gaps in my.
Well, it's a perfect place for research to get it.
Carrie.
Yeah, I think we both need training because I really want to get Agape Radio moved to
Audio.
computer.
Oh, do you have to go on about audio?
You know what? I want to take a quick moment. Hey, Mike, are you out there, Mike? I think I heard something Mike had brought. It's funny
Yes,
how
sir.
this transitions. You know, Canada to Canada. Mike, you mentioned you were listening pretty closely in this conversation. I thank you for that because you're always trying to learn from us. Sometimes we have our lights on, off. You're always trying to learn. But I think you said that you found the software that works on the Mac for Goldwave.
I did.
Go ahead.
As
Can you
Christine
share?
was talking about that, she says, I wish I could actually have Goldwave equivalent for Mac.
But
And
is
what
it
is that?
accessible?
We'll find
And
out.
I believe it is accessible. I believe it's called Audacity.
Which she uses, I think you've used
I
that
use it on the
Windows,
PC.
right?
Yeah.
So it'd be
Audacity, I don't know.
very familiar for you on a Mac as well. So that would
I mean,
be
I record. I do recording, but I am not an audio. I mean, I can record it with Audio Hijack, but honest
That's
to
awesome.
God,
I love
people.
Hijack. Look back,
Honest to
Hijack.
God, people, audio just kills me. I don't get it.
Yeah, well, there's.
I am so happy you chose my show, Carrie and
Thank
Miss
you.
Christine. That we're just trying to learn from each other. I don't know how to do any of this stuff. Reason why I was
Neither
late,
do I.
all this tech. I have a 40-pound backpack plus another backpack I took up here. I have a lot of gear
Backpack?
on me. Yeah, backpack. Imagine that. Gear galore. But I need it, right? I need it because if something fails, I need to back up to another one.
Me too.
And I'm not the only one. My camera guy has like a few Pelican cases of his own and his camera. So it's like we came here strapped and ready to go because we want the best content. It doesn't matter if I'm blind. It's okay. If you ladies do, please check me out on the other channel. You'll find that actual content and let me know about my audio. But it's at WCABAR. That's where it's all getting uploaded. But I'll give you an example since you girls are nerdly like me. One 28-minute file or a video that we did was 200 gigabytes big.
Oh, baby, that's huge.
Imagine uploading that at a sloppy hotel, not sloppy, but just Wi-Fi. You can't, right?
Yeah, it's not your home.
So you
I'm
have to
going
plan.
to die.
You have to You have to plan. Matter of fact, on this table, I don't know where the camera is, maybe pointing. Hey, let's say Indy in this room. See if I find my camera guy. Indy. Nope. But I'm gonna hold the shirt up. It's basically the Tactile Engineering shirt. It's like a lime greenish color or a greenish color.
Yeah.
And hey, Mike, can you maybe tell me what I'm holding up?
I see your shirt. Yeah, just lower your hands a little bit. There we go. Perfect.
So this is the shirt that they were wearing and giving out at the booth, but it's just crazy that you think that you need all the gear, you need all the stuff, but having redundancy plans and planning for any of this stuff. Miss Christine, what do you use if you have a failure? What is your redundancy plan?
Usually if I have a failure, I'd walk away from the computer. I try to think what went wrong. I try to ask for tech support where I can. I'm on like Carrie, I'm on lists. In fact, she got me into one of them. And right now, Carrie and I are tinkering, and I underline the word tinkering, with a program that would allow you to take YouTubes or daily motions of TV shows, and they would use AI to get your computer to describe it. And we're thinking if this is possible, and
Hey, Dave, actually, I was going to ask you.
You could get it described.
Dave, did you actually use the Cadence tablet during the Indiana race? I think you were talking about it or thinking about it.
I used the Cadence. Yes, I used it this last Sunday to check out the race.
Miss Carrie, are you familiar about the Cadence tablet?
A little bit, not
A little
very.
bit. Have you ever seen it or used it?
No.
So
No, I don't even know.
I'm going to hold it up to the camera and kind of describe what I'm holding.
Am I back?
Yes.
Yeah, you're back. No worries. But I'm holding up. Hey, Mike. He's going to tell me how I'm holding this device. Am I pointing at the camera?
Yeah, I see you. Yep.
Okay.
You're good.
So it's only one pocket, they call it, for a solo version. Then you have a duo or a pro, a duet or a pro. Names have gone to a pro. And then a quad, which is 4. So I'm just holding up one, and they slide together. So as you all ladies know, your Perkins keys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And then you 7, 8 as you shift in that. I'm basically holding one surface. You could use one if you want, but as you mentioned, I don't know what this looks like. It just made me think where you could literally feel some of this stuff. And imagine for you ladies that are doing audio, especially Miss Christine, looking at the equalizer or something if your levels are too loud or something, and you could feel the thing going up and down.
Oh wow, that would
and
be
then you
so
could know
neat.
where to cut it from.
Yep,
right?
I've
actually
got
Go
one
ahead,
of
Dave,
those.
use it, Dave. Please tell the ladies
and have
about it.
done
Don't
that.
hear me? I fell out again.
Yeah.
You sound fine.
But
Yeah, I was
Dave,
trying to
could you?
explain what that
Oh, go ahead,
program was.
please.
and
Apologize.
And that blasted thing kicked me out again. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I keep getting crash. So
Yeah, maybe.
I hope
maybe
it's
some.
not me. It could be me at the hotel Wi-Fi here, but
no, it's
please
me. I'm
don't
getting
worry.
kicked out. Oh,
It's
it's
okay.
me.
It's okay.
So,
But
Goodbye.
it is not a problem at all. And,
Okay.
and
We
the
hear you
ca-
loud
the-
and clear.
anyways, let
Just
me
please
let me
tell us
explain
more.
this program before the computer was rudely to kick me out. It's a program. I think it's called Studio Conversion, and Carrie and I are dabbling with theme songs right now because you have to buy a subscription if you're going to convert an actual TV show.
I missed the word. What is the
Studio.
brand? Studio.
Oh no, am I doing it again?
No.
Test.
You're good.
Okay. So anyway,
I couldn't hear you. It's not that. I was listening to you, but I didn't hone in on the name. I apologize. You sounded clear.
okay. Right now I'm a little bit gun shy because this thing keeps throwing me out without notice.
If you do or don't, just sit on your couch. Be comfortable.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, I know. I had to come into the
Do you have a
computer room
beverage you're
because
drinking on? Do you have a beverage that
no,
you're drinking on?
What I'm right now.
You got to hydrate, woman. Don't worry about it. Just feel at home.
Okay.
Keep talking.
No, yeah, you're right. I am thirsty, but I'll wait for the advert to go get something to drink.
Please
But-
have a sip and this
I
is
don't
not
have
a
anything with
crucial
me.
place.
So,
We hear you
anyway.
fine. This is not a crucial thing if you
Okay,
go in and
okay.
out.
So
And I'm
let
just going to
me
bring you in and out. If I don't hear you, you're not going to hear me. So
I
it's not
think
going to
it's called
matter. As long as
studio.
you hear me, then
Yeah.
you're going to be crystal clear.
Oh,
And
okay,
I'm going to
yeah,
talk
because
with
you
you.
know, yeah. Thanks, I appreciate that. Because I don't know why my
Yeah,
computer's being
please feel at
nasty
home.
today.
And if you want us to pause, please go grab you a drink. I could talk to
Okay,
Carrie
well,
for a second.
I can finish my story and then
Go
and
ahead,
then go
please
then
do,
go
please
get
do.
something.
Please
So
do.
anyway, it's called I think it's called Conversion Studio or something like
I thought it's
that.
called Studio Creator or something.
Studio Create. Yeah, if you know the name, Carrie, you've got
I've
one up
been
on me.
using it, so I gotta get the name for it. That's what I gotta do. I gotta get the name for it.
Yeah. So I'll explain it while you get the name.
Okay.
And we wanted to see, because sadly, you guys, there are so many older TV shows that are not described, and they need to be.
I agree.
Carrie and I've been listening to something called The Listen Factor, and on Thursdays, all these old TV shows come on, like My Favorite Martian, I Dream of Jeannie, Bewitched. All are very visual shows that need to be described.
Ladies, Miss Christine,
There's
did you
people out there
realize,
that need it.
Miss Christine and Miss Carrie,
What?
did you realize on this show, I'm sorry I had another guest, but it was, impromptu. Again, there's no scripts here. But do you realize who we were talking to earlier?
Talking
Soho
what?
Do you realize who we were talking to earlier? The gentleman that was
Soho
on with
Johnny.
me? Soho
Yeah,
Johnny
Johnny.
actually has Tribeca Records. He's part of Tribeca Records.
Oh,
And so
really?
the lady's mentioning
Whoa!
all of these little names and all of these things. He's listening or going to listen to this after the fact. I'm
Yeah.
so grateful and honored for that you ladies are explaining different things rather than that. Like Canada has audio describe or it's named differently or something. We'll get to that in a moment. Put a thumbs back there. But that's what I'm trying to say is we don't know who's listening. I don't know who's watching. I can't see, but I see the world. I see the world.
Yeah, I hear
as,
you.
Wow.
for its kindness and what it is. So, not to kind of scare you or be, but it's already done with. So I'm just so happy that
wow.
you're saying what you're saying and sharing all those pieces of application. We're talking about it. I want a Mac. My finances always is my issue, right?
I hear you.
Dave, I got him his Mac because again, I want him to learn what he wants to learn because he plays music. Dave, can you strum a key? Can you hit a ding? Oh, I don't get it today.
So I
look,
love
he did it.
talking about technology too, but I
Me
also
too.
love talking about the story for Carrie first of all and how
Yeah.
you guys actually met. I would love to find
Please,
out.
yeah.
But
Y'all are
but first of
amazing
all,
duo.
I'd like to know, Carrie, are you the only kid in the family, or maybe you
No,
could
I've
tell
got
us
an
a little
older
bit
brother.
about that? Ah, okay.
Got an
So are
older
you?
brother, and I'm the
So-
only blind person in this huge family.
So you're the baby.
And my mother is one of 10 kids. Remember I said?
Oh yeah. So
Yeah, and so I'm the only blind person here.
so you guys
Yeah,
have
but where's
a big
Christina? Where does she come
big
from?
family reunion when you guys get together.
We
I'm
try
sure.
to. We're all over the place, so it's kind of hard. But yeah, it's huge. You can
Gotcha.
hardly keep up with it. In fact, why don't we just get our own province?
Hey,
I was
there
going to
you
say
go.
you need your own province, dear, or
Maybe
at
you
least your
could-
own postal code.
Maybe you could
Kidding.
share.
Let's ask Miss Christine. Miss Christine, where did you find your best friend here, Miss Carrie?
I was just gonna ask, how did you guys meet
You're so
originally?
funny.
Do I
mean,
have to
you're so
actually
natural.
admit to being friends with her? She's audio. I'm visual.
She's what?
There you go.
I
She's
didn't
It's
hear
audio.
that.
close.
I'm
Sorry.
visual.
So
A
that's what's
distant
funny, isn't it?
friendship.
That one is the audio, one is the speaker. You see, I'm
Am I
probably
back?
Yep.
You're back. I'm the
It
visual
happened
for
again.
Dave.
God's got a sense of humor. I've got to
It's
tell you this
okay.
right now.
Ha ha.
Well,
Look
we're
at
gonna
it.
let you.
What did you say, Hershi?
What I was
Christine,
saying is, go ahead.
We're gonna let Christine talk while she's going here.
Yes, go ahead.
How,
Miss
how did
Christine.
you guys meet?
Okay, I'll do that real quick before this thing kicks me out again.
You're fine.
There was this online chat room back then. They were the Talking Communities chat rooms where you mash down the control key to
IRC?
talk and you let up and everyone else.
Oh,
think-
push
yeah.
to talk.
And there was this ministry called Seasons of Refreshing Ministry, run by Carolyn Phillips, who is with Jesus now, but back then she was still very much alive. And she started a ladies' ministry.
Oh wow.
And Carrie and I went in there, but we really didn't know each other. We knew each other from the chat room. We signed off, we left. Then signed up, left. Signed up, left. Da 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 da. Well, so what happened was that was in 2005, 2006. All we saw each other from was the chat room.
Okay.
But then one day Carolyn wanted to start a show called Feast of Fellowship, and she chose Carrie to be the hostess. Right. And I think something happened, Carrie. Wasn't that when you were getting renovations and you couldn't always do it?
Yeah.
And I started doing it because Carolyn asked me to do it because you know Carrie had all these renovations. It was noisy in her house, and the contractors were there all the time.
Right.
And so, you know,
Didn't like the sound of the jackhammer in the background.
Oh, thank you. I hated it.
So, you know, so Carolyn had asked me to kind of take it over.
Right.
And then somehow, you know, we started doing Feast of Fellowship. And at this time, we both had these guys that talked to us, and we were in a hurry to get rid of them. So one day, while we were in the chat room, Carrie private texted me and said, "What's your phone number?" Because she knew I couldn't afford long distance at the time. And I texted her my phone number, and she says, "I'm going to call you so we can clog up the phone line and keep these guys away." And we did that for weeks and weeks and weeks. And that was in late 2007. We were trying to get rid of these guys.
Miss Christine, your New Jersey accent came out there just a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
Carry on, please.
Anyway, we're trying to get rid of these unwanted, quote, boyfriends.
They were awful.
Immature. So anyway, Carrie and I said, you know what? Let's start talking proper in 2008. And we started, you know, we had ways of getting through to each other. We would go on Skype together. We would use Magic Jack. Yeah, she could call the States. If I had Magic Jack, I could call Canada. And we did the chat rooms because it went to Vocalize by then. So we would commandeer a chat room. We found ways around it.
Well,
And
you know what? This show has been, the power behind it is Zoom. And you know, it's incredible to have that. Skype is retired. It's Teams and Zoom.
Oh, Skype's gone.
Yeah,
Thank
bye-bye
goodness.
Skype. I'm sorry, I can't do the tone in my voice. But so I I could have tried. But
right.
Let's go, Dave. What other thoughts do you have, Dave? Thank you for hooking me up and talking to the ladies while I was out. And you know, I'm so thrilled that you're here this evening. And
thank you.
We're just friends, and I'm so happy to make new friends. I live in Daytona Beach, and it's not that far from the Springs. What was that? Jupiter. Okay, Jupiter, Florida.
Jupiter.
Yeah. So it's not that far, and you know, Dave and I are an hour distance, and Dave got me into like ham radio and stuff. Are you all ladies into ham radio stuff at all?
No, never did get into it.
I didn't know the first thing about ham radio or even bacon radio for that matter.
I know, right? I mean, I'm a vegetarian these days, so it depends. But let's move on. Where else can people get in touch with both of y'all, you know, in the streets, as we call the internet?
Now you may not want to give a person.
Nothing personal, but like, you know, you mentioned your radio thing and this. We talked. I probably overflooded some of these people. Like, you know, I have a screen reader on my phone. Let me see if I can find my phone. Well, you heard all of that.
Well, definitely, Christine, if you can tell us about the 365 again, would be good for your radio shows. I know a lot of people would like that.
It's a live 365.
Yep.
And it's the Variety Vault. You go to Live 365 and look for the Variety Vault, and that's where Ricky's station is.
There's like
Ricky
a search
London.
engine, and you just pop in Variety Vault.
Yeah. And
I'm going to definitely post everything as I can. I use
okay,
a
and
friend.
the description, if you want the description service, is called Content Creator Studio.
Content Creator Studio. That's that. Thank you, Ms. K, for looking that up. Because the other point I was trying to say is I definitely will. I use a friend. I'm purely open to everything. I use a little friend. You might have known of a friend. It's called Gemini.
Gemini?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Never. Okay, good. I'm going to tell you about it. So Google Gemini wise, I do use the AI, but really less frequently. It's more for my visual impairment or vision loss needs. I don't know what I'm typing, right? And I have MS. I can't type bunch and then know if I mismolded one word. One link, because you gave me so much, we're all giving so much information right now. And some people would be overload, but I will definitely go through. I will be putting chapter markers for you. I will be putting in all the different links that we've talked about in the description. And maybe before we even wrap the show, you can definitely title the show, you know, drop it in the comments or drop it in the chat. So if you want to title the show for yourself, or actually, never mind, you forgot about SOHO Johnny. But before we let you go and all of that, Ms. Carrie, I wanted to ask you specifically, have you been to the stateside?
Yes. In fact, I went to Texas.
Okay.
It's 6 o'clock.
Be quiet, clock.
I know, right? They always get in the way, and I knew that was a Mac clock. But
That specific time, though.
I'm going to ask you later on. I'll let you finish on this, but I'll ask you later on how would you route that audio away? Because again, back to nerd brain.
Oh, I just turned on the clock on the computer, but.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No problem. What I did is, yeah. So you want to know exactly how do I answer this?
Without thinking.
Yeah. What did you want to know?
Oh. You know, I don't remember either because it's been long day. But let's talk about.
You want to know how we met in person?
No. Oh yeah. No, I have been to the States. I'm sorry. I went to Texas in 2007. Went to a blind camp out there, and then in 2010 I went and I visited Christine when she used to live in Ocala.
Oh, okay.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, we stayed there.
Dave.
My roommate.
I didn't know you lived in Ocala. That's neat, Christine.
Yes, I did for 14 years.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah, and guys, here's the funny thing. In
ahead,
BC, there's a prison called Ocala.
Ocala prison in Canada.
A bad prison. Like
please don't put me up there. I didn't do nothing wrong. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Gary, you have got to tell them how you chose my church.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy. What was happening was I did not know what to do. Like, oh, what do I do here? How do I do this? I don't know anything about the States. I don't know anything about Jupiter or whatever the heck. So I went online. I'm looking around. She wanted a decent church, and I'm looking around to give her some help. And I'm looking around. Okay. I said, okay. Here's this one that's kind of weird, and I wasn't really crazy about it.
Right.
And then I found one that was called Life Song. It's changed the name now to Renewal.
Okay.
And I found this one. I like the doctrine. And I said, hey, Christine, call this one up. I think this will be good. And she's been there since.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know,
I've
thing about Canada, real quick.
In June, I've been a member there 10 years.
Well, she was packing and didn't have any time to do it. And I wasn't packing, so I did it.
One thing since Carrie, you being in Canada, and I said the words, I'm going to describe something to you. Or not all of us use the same language to speak. Like, koi baar main Hindi mein bolta hu, but oh sorry, I was talking Hindi, wrong language. What I was trying to say is, y'all call the audio description something different. What do y'all call that?
Descriptive video, audio description. It's interchangeable.
They're all entangled, but for specifically Canada. One more time.
I think we usually call it descriptive video.
Descriptive video.
Or described video, one of the two.
Described video. Because here it's called audio described.
We have both. We use both of them, really, but...
Okay, interchangeably.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Well, if you ever do come down, Miss Carrie, it would be a pleasure to meet you in person.
I would love to meet you.
I'm in
and if
Florida,
Christine ever comes up, we'll like to see. We
yes,
actually need a reunion.
Get
all you folks together.
We need to. Oh my gosh, we need to.
Yes, we do.
Make a plan. You know what? Conventions are coming up. You know where you could find me probably? Think about in July. If you're really think July, the ACB, American Council of the Blind, are having their conference in St. Louis. And as mentioned, Tactile Engineering and their team with the Cadence tablet, the touchable website and such, they're going to be audio describing the St. Louis Cardinals game. Or
you know why I loved the name of your company? I love that name because it's so nice and like visual. It's not, you know, you can feel everything, right? With that tablet.
Well, what company? Whose company you're talking about?
We've never seen one. We've heard about them, but we've never seen one.
Oh, that's not my company.
Tactile tablet.
I don't work for them or anything. I do YouTube. I did it in June last year, and this year I started this with Dave, and we just started this in February. But
you're good. You're good. I mean, this is great.
What makes this channel is you, Gary, you, Christine, because this conversation, you just talking to me. I'm not here to tell you what and what not to say, and I'm going to be appropriate. If you want
nice
to curse,
and casual,
curse,
we have fun.
You know, it doesn't matter. The thing is we all come from different life forms and places. Miss Christine, your cancer point, I know that I've been down the passageway with my mom, losing my mom in 2023.
Me too.
And I know chemo is no joke. It's just, we don't know how we impact people. So do notice that when we share any of this, you ladies have been so generous with your information to share
it's
with
been awesome. This has been a blast.
Oh, it's been a lot of fun.
Thank you. You're more than welcome to come back, take over my show with your radio. We don't care.
Now,
On
Christina,
my other
do
channel,
you
it's funny, my other channel is Who Cares, A11Y Bar. But it was Who Cares? My mom's statement was Who Cares? Or who is Carrie? Who is Christine? And then, so when, A11Y or accessibility, even though we come from different walks of life, we always try to hone it in. I met, I've talked to Michael and Lynn only on the phone, but just getting that from the radio show, learning about these people, audio description, spectrum, all of these connections that we're making. We don't know how we're going to get that. We don't see what we're going to get that. I don't know I was next to SOHO Johnny, did I? SOHO Johnny told me, I was actually, like I told you, next to NASA space astronaut Hansen at the race. And how would you have known that, right? If you're blind. But if you say, hey, Hershi, oh, that sounds like Carrie over there. Let me go say hi. It's noticeable. Same thing with Miss Christine. I think you went to FSU, is that not right?
Yes, I went and got my
FSU,
graduate degree there.
Sorry. Florida State University. I know I'm an acronym guy. BAR. Well, the BAR is actually an acronym. Blind Accessible Resource. That's why I made it BAR.
Yeah,
I've
we
made
don't have
fun of
BAR.
Hershey Bar, hey, Hershey Bar, hey. BAR, Blind Accessible Resource.
Okay,
And,
we don't have them.
Pardon?
We don't have them.
Who?
Bar.
Have who? No, not that kind of bar. Me, I'm the Hershey Bar.
No, I thought you said Bard.
No, not BARD. B for blind, A for accessibility, R for resources.
Ah, okay.
So, we shared so many different things. Tonight, we were actually going to be on both channels, but we had a little hiccup, right? And things happen. So, I am just, again, I want to say thank you so much to you, Carrie.
You're welcome.
You
You're
drove
welcome.
all those hours to be on air. And I'm kidding. We're virtual.
It's good.
Miss Christine, thank you so much for what you have offered with all the information. And please, both of you ladies, I want you back. If it's next week, it's next week. If it's next month, next month. Please don't make it next year.
No, we'll be back.
No.
So,
We'll be back.
The dynamic
well-
duo is here.
We'll be back.
And I apologize.
And
I'm
the
full of
radio show
energy.
is great, but this show we can get in a lot more in depth and get to know
I
you,
know. I'm really
ladies a
picking
little
this
more.
up.
So
Oh,
And
me
I'm
too.
so-
I'm loving this. I'm so
You got me.
loving
So,
this.
you got me so excited today.
Me too.
And I'm running all over my co-host Dave. I could hear each other, but the problem is I'm just trying to make sure everything is smooth and rocking, right? But we have to work together. And today, hiccups happen, things happen, but guess what? We all work together.
Yeah.
Miss Julie is actually in a wheelchair, and cerebral palsy. I don't care. Be on my show. There's another gentleman in here, my good friend Martin E. Regan. He drops in so I could do spotlighting. So
cool.
we all have to work together. He's paraplegic.
I agree.
So it doesn't matter what disability we have. It depends how we want to work together to solve the problems. If there's a problem, get a solution. And why I said Florida State, I'm going to talk to Christine again. Maybe you all come on my channel and talk to me.
Sure.
But, this is the networking I like to do.
Me
I'm
too.
nobody. I'm
Yes.
just a simple Indian man born in Zambia, and Dave is the smart guy.
You were born in Zambia?
Yeah. See, that's why you got to come on my channel, and we'll talk way more. I'm just so excited tonight. It's fun.
How
Yeah,
long have
what
you
time
been in
is
the
your show?
U.S.?
Come on.
Hey, can you give me a time check, Miss Carrie? I need a time check. Your
Oh,
time
sure.
will tell me.
Ah,
Voiceover on Zoom.us.
does it when you want it to,
I
right?
didn't hear it.
6:08.
Can you do it again? Do it again. Wait, what? What was it?
6:08.
6:08. So 6 Pacific time.
9:08.
9:08 our time.
Oh, sorry. So it's a 3-hour difference between the time zones usually.
Yeah.
We are at 7 o'clock. We start. So if you ever come back and you want to watch any of the episodes, there's a whole playlist of your episode 14, by the way.
Ooh.
So we've been doing this 14 weeks. And
Oh, wow. Oh, this is new.
So
Yes.
very new. We don't know I don't know what I'm doing. Dave
do
does.
I.
He's the one who plays audio. That's why I let him do the good stuff. But either way, if you want to look up this video and go watch it, share it with your family and what have you. Hey, your aunt, again, prayers for aunt's name one more time for our audience.
Eileen.
Miss Eileen, prayers to you. And
Thank you.
It's tough sometimes. We never know how our bodies want to misbehave.
Oh, it's been crazy.
Yeah.
I'm sore as a monkey. No, that doesn't make sense. I'm sore as get out. I've walked way beyond 20 miles, 30 miles a day. But
Oh
that golf
yeah,
cart's
a
there,
hot
but
bathtub will help.
if you want to, I'm going to let you ladies go. I know it's getting late for you.
Yeah, I've
got
gotta
to dinner. Exactly. So me and Dave will stick around, ladies and gentlemen, on the Blind and Beyond show here.
All right.
This is episode 14, and I am so grateful to have not only SOHO Johnny start up the show, we had Carrie Breesberg from Canada, and that is British Columbia, Canada. And then from the other side of Florida, where I'm at, we had Miss Christine Belts from Jupiter, Florida. And then my best friend, my main man, Dave Hillbrand, in Fern Park, Fern Rock, as Michael Golder says all the time. Dave, I'm going to shoot it back to you. My energy level is so high right now. I think I'll just let you take over the show and calm down.
You need a coffee. You need a coffee.
I need a coffee? Okay, I'm going to go get some coffee, but I'm just going to take a quick breather and let Dave control the show for a second.
Yeah,
so, ladies, I'm so
Actually,
grateful.
I'm thinking something.
I've got to do some.
What are you thinking, Dave?
Caffeine free is what you need. Something caffeine free.
No, you gotta get
It's not about coffee. It's not about coffee, but I just wanted to say goodnight to you, ladies. If Dave wants to keep me and ask me anything, then I'll
thank you
stick
so
around
much
for a
for
few more
blessing our
moments,
show.
but thank
No
you.
problem.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Anytime. Please, we look to see you again really soon.
Okay.
But I'm going to stick around for my audience on the Blind and Beyond show here, and that was such a fun conversation, ladies and gentlemen. These ladies are incredible. They have so much different skills. As they said, audio and video. One is eyes. One is the nose. No. One is the eyes, the visual, and the audio.
That's me.
This is what this is, the audio and video. That's how we are doing the audio and video. So what I really want to kind of come back to before I sign off out of here is let Dave ask me or anything with any questions that they have, or maybe you have something for me. So Dave, thank you for being so patient and so kind to me, my friend. I mean, it's been a long run. You've been here. I think you even have a clip from last year, don't you?
I do have a clip from a couple of years ago, actually.
Okay.
I put together a little thing when I was up there in Indianapolis.
So Dave, I'll take a breathe. I'll just and
actually, I think it's like maybe 10 minutes, and then we'll say goodnight to our audience. So.
Okay, fly the plane for me, fellas.
Yeah, we do thank Mike Lada again for helping us out, and Miss Julie, and
we'll definitely be coming back more. I don't want to overexhaust Dave or anybody else, or even Mike Latta for that matter. Everybody needs to grab their food and such. So we'll play the 10-minute. Maybe if Dave wants to ask me a couple questions, I'll do a real quick run. But then I want to say goodnight because I actually have to drive an hour. No, I'm not going to drive. My friend's going to drive me an hour away to my hotel. So I'm definitely so excited, so grateful. God is good. That's all I could say. Dave,
Righto.
It's to you, buddy.
Here we go. Hello there, Blind and Beyond Radio listeners. This is Dave Hillbrand here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for what they call the biggest spectacle in motorsports, the Indianapolis 500. It's just a little bit loud here at the moment, but we'll try to find a quieter spot in just a minute. Just wanted to give you a feel of how loud it can get. And this is just one car passing me here. We have had just an amazing time while we're up here, and instead of waiting to the very end, I want to thank a couple people who, without them, this simply would have not been possible. First, I want to thank a new friend who you're going to hear the voice of in just a little bit here, audio describer extraordinaire, Jeff Heck. Also got to thank a new friend who you're going to hear from later on in the broadcast, the fastest blind man in the world, amazing race car driver, not to mention a great guy, Dan Parker. And last but not least, good friend from Tactile Engineering, Wonji Lau. We truly could not have done it without Wonji because he made sure we're where we're supposed to be at all times and provided transportation, helped us get some cool interviews, and just an amazing logistics guy. So thanks to Wonji. Okay, this is a little quieter for a second or two.
The interrupter, Hershi.
Whoop,
Thank
no.
you, Wonji.
Oh, well, make no mistake about it, friends. This is more than just a car race. This area has been gearing up for this all month. They've had parades, concerts, races, all kinds of celebrations. This place has been all a buzz. Oh, first, let me tell you, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, this place is huge, and I mean huge. A lot of walking just to get in the place. As far as capacity goes, it's the largest sporting facility in the world. Wow. Just to give you a general idea, you can squeeze Vatican City, the Rose Bowl, Yankee Stadium, the Roman Coliseum, and a couple other things in there and still have room to spare. It is big. Now, the Indy 500 race itself has been going on since 1911, so well steeped in tradition. And a fun fact is that the Indy 500 race is actually the largest single-day sporting event in the world. Go figure. It makes sense since the Bleachers actually can seat like 250,000 people, and I think they can squeeze another 50,000 or more in the infield. So 300,000 people is a lot of people in one spot, that's for sure. And I'll let you know how many we actually squeeze in here. Now I'd like to introduce you to Tom Jones with Penske Racing. He was so generous to give us a few minutes of his time, and so we're going to talk about changing tires because a couple of our listeners thought it would be interesting to see if the tires were hot or what it was like to change them. So let's hear from Tom.
I'm Tom Jones with Team Penske Racing. It varies at the tracks. Here at the Speedway, the tires, the wheels themselves aren't very hot. I don't change them myself. I'm a jack man at the back. But when I do pull the outside rear, here at the Speedway, temperature's not a huge deal. The short tracks and road courses, they will get hot with obviously more braking. But the tires themselves, they look heavy. Our wheels are magnesium, so that they're actually very light. You'll see when people are stacking tires, it's almost like they're weightless. They can just throw them up there. The rears are somewhere around like 30 to 35 pounds, and the fronts are just a little bit lighter, but they're really not heavy at all. When the car comes in, I plug in this, what they call the jack probe. It's basically a long stick that the airline hooks up to, and when I plug it in, it forces air to the air jacks underneath the car, lifts the car about 2 or 3 inches in the air. The changers will then swap tires, and as they go on, my job is just to make sure they're all on, and as soon as they're all on, I'll drop the jack, and it's up to the crew chief to let the car go when he's done.
And we sure appreciate Tom for making the time from Penske Racing to tell us a little more about what it's like to change those tires. We have sure met some cool people while we're up here, and I want to introduce you to another one right now. I'd like you to meet Jerry Adams, who's part of the safety crew here at the Indy 500, and tell you a little bit about what he does and how long it takes for the safety crew to get to an accident if there is one here at the Indy 500. Let's hear from Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry Adams. I work track rescue. Normally for race day I'm in the pits, which consists of watching the cars come in for their pit stops, having a fire extinguisher handy in case there is some kind of a fire or somebody gets injured, then you can call the rescue people or the kinetics. But we hang out all day, maybe 30 to 40 seconds. 30 to 40 seconds.
Let me tell you, Jerry and the crew are fast. No messing around here. These guys are highly trained, and of course they want to save lives. My wife Brenda and I were here on Friday and took in a concert, along with a chance to talk to a few people, and I'd like to introduce you to another one of our new friends right now. Please meet Vicki Lautz. Vicki is an investigator for the crashes at Indy 500. Let's hear what she does on race day.
So my name is Vicki Lautz. I am crash investigation. And to start investigating a crash, I have to put sensors on a car and on a driver in order to see what's going on. So there is a crash box on a car, very similar to a black box on an airplane. I also put the sensors on a driver, and in order to get a true reading, we actually put those sensors in his ears. We have tri-axis accelerometers in both ears, so we can see the G-forces to his head. We have a gyroscope in one ear, and then a sensor to tell the temperature reading in the other ear on a portion of the drivers. That way we've got a good reading of his health. So when we do a crash investigation, I take care of the car side. I also bring a doctor with me who takes care of the driver's side. So we've got a good picture of what's going on during that crash, both driver and car. So the earpieces are actually made of silicone, and inside that silicone is a capsule, and in the capsule are the sensors itself. And they will run down just like an earpiece you would wear for a telephone. They would actually be wired up, and the wire would run down, and we actually wire them through. The wire goes through his suit and plugs into the car, so that the speakers inside his ears will also plug into the radio in the car and talk to his team, and also talk to our crash box. That capsule is about the size of a pill. All right, so that's why we call it a capsule, and it contains all of that information.
And we sure appreciate Vicki making the time for that interview and some really good information. Of course, we hope there's never a crash, but they do happen, and it's a good thing we have people like Vicki there to help out when they do. And now we've got an extra special guest with us, an Indy 500 race winner in 2018, as well as the IndyCar race winner in 2014 and 2022. He's racing this weekend for the Penske team in the second position. Of course, I'm talking about Will Power. Will qualified with the average speed of 233.917 miles per hour. Now that's amazingly fast. And Will was so generous to take the time to tell us what it feels like to be in a race car. What does it feel like when you make the turn and feel those G's?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of vibration, a lot of G-force, wind noise. You very, very much feel the car a lot through your body, so feel through the hands. Yeah, just turbulent air from the car in front creates turbulence. Not like in a plane when you go through turbulence. Yeah, it depends where you are in the field. The further back you are, the harder it is.
So how cool is that? An actual IndyCar race winner, Will Power. Couldn't ask for a nicer guy, and he's racing this weekend, so I'm pulling for Will Power. We'll find out soon enough. Stay tuned. But now a word from Zachary Seidemann, who's an assistant engineer there at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
My name is Zachary Seidemann. I am a track assistant engineer for EM Motorsport.
Cool. So Zach, we're looking at pretty much a square, silver encased box with, it looks like black and with little like multicolored lights.
Yes, they are red, green, and yellow. Sorry, blue, red, and yellow LED lights. It is a 20-inch by 20-inch panel, light panel. These are posted around the sides of the tracks, so they'll be hung on the fences so that the driver can see the condition of the track. So if somebody has crashed, there will be a marshal who typically has a flag that he can wave on the side of the track.
And that's yellow, correct? Usually?
Correct, yes. So if somebody crashes, he would put out a yellow flag. In this case, he would press the button on the console that's connected to our light panel, and it would display a yellow flag for the drivers to see. So it's nice because it's more visual to the drivers if there's certain conditions like darkness or rain or whatever. It's just brighter, more visible for the drivers. It adds safety.
Does it stay green when it's green, or does it just go off?
That depends on how they want to set it up in race control. We've typically set it up so that the first 5 seconds of a session, they'll all flash green, just to let everybody know on track that, hey, the track is now green, you can go. And then they'll turn off automatically by themselves. So, yeah, it kind of depends on what race control wants from us. We're always happy to work with them to try and improve our system.
And how many of these are put around the track?
It depends on the track.
Say the speedway here.
For the Indy road course, I think we had 18 panels up. For the oval, we don't use any except to display that the pit lane is closed. In IndyCar, they will close the pit lane under a full course yellow. This will just show a big red X. It'll flash to essentially tell the drivers you can't go in pit lane right now.
So where is it located on the track?
There will be one outside of the short chute in between turns 3 and 4, and then there will be one right at pit entry, I believe in between track and the pit lane, on that wall down the middle of pit lane.
So the track is, there's technology is crazy.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's great. It makes things move faster. It makes things more efficient when it works.
Great.
And thank you so much to Jeff Heck for that interview, as well as to Zachary, and telling us about the giant displays they have around the Indy 500 Raceway. That does it for this little segment. This is Dave Hillbrand. It is Dave Hillbrand.
Hey, Dave.
And not
what's
to
going on,
mention
buddy?
Hershi Trivedi,
Hey.
that guy up
You know
in
what-
Indy.
You know what's so crazy, dude? It's like, man, you blew that thing out of the park, dude. Holy smokes. It's so clean, so smooth, the audio levels. I'm talking to you right now. I'm live from Indy 500, right? That was me. That was 60% of me.
I'll tell you, we were lucky to come off with getting any interviews at all. And
Dave,
I'm
you know
excited
what?
to see the ones you put up
Dave,
from this
you
year.
are a godsend, my friend. You did the work for me that I was supposed to do to get those inner details. Jeff Heck has retired. However, from the Mind's Eye audio description group, we had Megan Harm. I didn't get to talk to her because, again, so busy. Everything's like hustle bustle. Hey, talk to me now. Hey, it's the race. Hey, let her go do her job, right? You don't want to bother somebody while they're doing their job. We'll talk more tomorrow, next week. Matter of fact, I have a guest for you maybe. His name is Greg. And I usually, Rogers. I usually just find blind people and just start talking, right? And I've known him through mailing lists. So just like Carrie and these others, people always find different connections. Right now, in my hand is a SM58 like Dave. I wanted to be like Dave. Dave is using a Shure SM58 at his studio, and now I'm going to go wireless with him with his SM58. So as you kind of notice, the shift change maybe, that's maybe too loud. You have to talk with these microphones specifically. But imagine these loud cars, these loud sounds. You have to have hearing protection. So I took my Sony headphones to kind of cover my ears. And Dave, man, I can't. Holy smokes, dude, that was freaking brilliant.
And even then, it's going to be loud. Well,
It
you know,
is.
one thing, Hirsch, if you want to be like Dave, you
Okay.
got to take that SM58 and
Yeah.
drop it on the ground a few hundred times
What
to
do
get
you mean?
that
What do you mean, like this?
nice dented.
Oh, not
get that
denting it,
nice
but
dented in look.
Is this
at
bad
that.
technique, Dave? Is this bad technique?
Well, it's
Can you hear that?
not the best, but
Can
yeah.
you hear that? Oh, you could hear
I
that?
can-
That's bad
Oh,
technique.
yeah.
Now, you don't put rings on the same hand as you would, because you heard every little sound counts. That resin, it screws my
Right.
whole audio up. I could be having a beautiful shot, and then that little thing, then you have to go edit and post, and
But the SM58 handles a lot. That's the main thing. It
I
is
love this little bad
durable
boy.
and-
It worked amazingly. No glitches, all the loud sounds, and barely
They are
needed the
cheap.
battery change. You know, it wasn't a battery thing. You know, you don't want to make noise. You want to be professional, clean, and that's what, Dave. I can't wait to go with you. If I go with you, we're gonna blow this out of the park. Next year, I think you and me, we'll find ourselves. I'm hooked. I'm hooked to this racing stuff. Maybe you come to
Well,
Daytona.
one thing for
Dave.
sure, it's always a learning experience, and
Oh.
I certainly wanted to try to give some basic backgrounds info to you, but
Yeah.
you know, I could go up again next year and I'll still learn different things and different ways to approach it. It's
Right.
it-
Well,
there's
as we told about content, you know, it's funny, Dave. I was just thinking, Carrie and Christine, what did they call themselves? The audio and the video one? I guess
Right.
I am your video to your audio, because you
That's
brought in
right.
just audio, and you know how to polish it up and make it sound spectacular. I know how to bring in somewhat of a video or know the pipe chain to make sure we are live on YouTube, right? But without you, and I couldn't get the show up. I would be dead in the water. So I first wanted to say thank you to you, David Hillbrand, for inspiring me and giving me chances to bring this to our audience. And in the video, I want to go ahead and quickly thank some of the people you had shouted out. 1G Law, man, brilliant man. This man is up at 2:00 and getting everything set up.
he
right?
just doesn't sleep. He's like
well, and
Hirsch
he's yelling
in
at
a
me
way,
for not
but-
sleeping. No, he didn't do nothing. he's a good guy. Like he's in it. All these people at Tactile Engineering. I mean, I got to meet more and more. We'll bring you all the videos, but storage is my arch nemesis at this point. But all the content's on the other channel, so just be sure. I'll try to I'll drop a couple videos here for sure. But it's just time management is hard, and I don't care about going ragged. You guys fuel me just like the cars got fueled.
Well, once you're home, you can do a lot more of that stuff. But right now, it's getting the content together, and then you
since
can
we want to give that, how about I be quiet? Do you have anything for me you want to ask? I'll just shut up now.
Well, you couldn't shut up if I had questions to ask. But I think this is a good time for us all to get a little bit of rest. We've been going for a couple hours now, and it's been a great time. But good time to say thank you to our listeners and viewers, and this will be up there for a good long time. So
absolutely,
especially want to thank Christine rather, and Carrie, and of course SOHO Johnny, and
very much thank you, SOHO Johnny, Christine, and Carrie as well,
and a cast of thousands. Our buddy Mike Latta, and
without even forgetting, don't forget to thank Mike Latta in the house as a TD today, and then. Really, really great friend to me, Julie. Thank you so much for all that you've done for me. You don't complain about anything that I say, but live from Indianapolis, the Indy 500 and Hershi Bar, and my good friend Dave Hillbrand. You are listening to the Blind and Beyond show. Please, if you like it, hit that like button. Subscribe. I look forward
to it. And if you don't, please keep it to yourself, right?
Yeah. Drop a comment. I don't mind. If you got a negative, please. I wouldn't mind because I don't mind negative comments. I could only improve myself. This weekend, I've got nothing but brotherly love from you, Dave, my great friend Pedro there, and everybody else. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. Much love to you all. And stay safe out there.
Yeah, get a piece of cheesecake maybe. A big shout out to all the folks up in Indy. So we'll see you next time. Next Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Be there or be square. Got it, Mike? Got it.
Hey, Mike, you want to come back on and just say anything you want to say? Did we do okay today, Mike?
Let's wrap it up, boys.
Yeah, I feel that, brother. I am hungry as a monkey.
Happy Memorial Day, everyone.
Happy Memorial Day. Sorry. God bless America, and thank you to all of our military and for keeping us safe. When I was there, incredible sounds, the planes going by. Thank you, and God bless the USA.
And Canada. In all parts
of
between.
Sorry. And Canada. Hey, God bless people. All right?
God blesses everyone.
Everybody. That's it. Thank you so much, but happy Memorial Day to y'all, or what it is today. Peace and love. Thank you. Wow, such a fun show. Can't wait to get all the links and get it all going. Oh, wait. I'm still talking. I'll shut up. I'm so excited. Peace, y'all.